throw a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you, keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes, there's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. There's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart, grip my bow tie. Waiting on this war, been my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart, grip my bow tie. Living in this war, been my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Dasani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that God flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Lightest in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. It can, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart, grip my bow tie. Waiting on this war, been my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart, grip my bow tie. Living in this war, been my whole life. My whole life.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this and totally redeem yourself.
Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You seen them ice raids lately? Ice raids crazy. They kidnap men and the ladies. Ice raids crazy. And separate them from they babies.
Ice raids crazy, tearing up dreams in the night, kicking down doors, flashing light, causing fright. Mama in the kitchen, baby crying in her arms. Agents storm in, yeah, they sounding their alarm. Who the real criminal when they snatching up the meek? Chains on the innocent, silence on the weak. They call it law, but I call it co-abduction. Ripping souls apart, yeah, that's government corruption. Land of the free, man, that's a contradiction. Cause freedom got conditions in this twisted jurisdiction. White man came, took the land, drew borderlines. Now they calling Mexicans illegal, that's another crime. Ice raids crazy, kidnapping in broad daylight. Separating families, that's wrong, it ain't right. Tears on the pavement, kids with no translation. America preach love, but they practice damnation. False news paint black and brown faces as a threat. But we the hardest workers, bleed sweat, living in debt. Building skyscrapers, mowing lawns and serving plates. The same ones they hate keep America great. It's hypocrisy with badges, patriot disguise. Call it national security, but it's genocide. Stolen land, stolen lives, stolen pride. The truth don't hide, it bleeds from the inside.
Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You've seen them ice raids lately. Ice raids crazy. They kidnap men and the ladies. Ice raids crazy. And separate them from they babies. Ice raids crazy.
Ice raids crazy, propaganda so sick. Fox News talking lies, playing politics. They say protect the border, but they guarding the ghost. From Tijuana to Texas, it's stolen land coast to coast. You can't deport the people from their native land when your racist flag flew in with a bloody hand. Cages and babies, what kind of nation is that? The cries echo loud, but they turning their backs. If the law is unjust, then justice ain't lawful. A badge on your chest don't make you Godful. They label them illegal, man, that word is obscene. Remember the first these were wigs and they called it the American dream. Ice raids crazy, it's a modern day lynch. History repeats, America don't flinch. Ripping roots from the ground, they call it immigration. It's really reincarnation of colonization. They say we all human, same blood, same beat, but they judge by the border and the color of your feet. No heart, no mercy, no ounce of grace. Just politics of fear in a racist face. From Rio Grande to the California coast, they hunting my people, good people, ghost of the ghost. Black and brown unity, we all grew up. If you don't like it, take your dog ass back to Europe.
Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You've seen them ice raids lately. Ice raids crazy. They kidnap men and the ladies. Ice raids crazy. And separate them from they babies. Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You've seen them ice raids lately. Ice raids crazy. They kidnap men and the ladies. Ice raids crazy. And separate them from they babies. Ice raids crazy.
Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga.
Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas.
I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Rewan with me.
But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor.
You know what I'm saying?
Under commanding General Yahanna. That for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth, this shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we U.P.K, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them, I see them dapping, man, hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Is, you know, it's words, but you know, people are visual, you know what I mean? Is there anything else? Good? Ready? You might need to adjust your things. These is in the shot. That's what I was telling you. All right, let's clap it up. All right. You all know I.S.U.P.K. Washington, D.C. scripture breakdown class every Wednesday. I.S.U.P.K. under command of Journey Yahanna, hardest working man in Israel. Give him a hand. Yeah, man. We're still all for the Passover, still all for the whole thing. But gosh, it's still kind of uneven now. I don't like how it is. It's still kind of uneven. I need this thing really even, and you know, I'm a little meticulous. If they could do this for these fucking devils in CNN, you'll make me look like I in a whole separate, more advanced channel. You understand? Wednesday, just know I'm looking at threads and inches and millimeters. The other days, y'all can do what the hell y'all want to do. Wednesday, I need, you know, symmetry. All right, you might want to move that pole or whichever pole it is. You can get this one out of the way. All right, it probably might help you. All right, so we're good to go. So tonight, for sure, we're gonna touch on the whore and how to keep far from whores. All right, I think that's definitely in the air. Because you offer what? Valentine's Day. Then they're coming into all the spring festivals, all the, you know, whatever else they got going on. Easter is another, you know, holiday of whores because of the fertility. And then they're heading straight into what next? Mother's Day, right? So it's a whole season of lust and, you know, the thriving of whores. All right. So let's get it. In the meantime, we could get some any questions that you all have. I'll rock with it. All right. Go ahead. Either one. Whoever want to go first.
Shalom, sir.
No sweat. Shalom, man. What's going on?
So this crossed my mind. Since salvation is only for Israel, what is it called for those that we will take? And what is it called for those outside of the nation of Israel?
What do you mean?
I think the handmaids and servants, sir.
You mean like non-Israelites? What's it called for them?
Yes.
It will be called working for the greatest people that ever walked the face of the earth. I'll give you a good word for it. It'll be called a career. It'll be called a career. You understand?
Come.
It's a career. What is it called today for somebody who is not an American? What is it called for? Okay, so give me a little more description on your question. Give me a little bit more description.
Give me a second, sir.
No sweat. You want the other brother to get his own and then you come back? Yeah. All right, no sweat.
Salaki, sir, if I may, can I get a few precepts for sex being marriage?
No sweat. I got you. Let me get Exodus 22 and 16. Exodus 22 and 16. Also find me, who was it? Jacob, when he went into his mother's tent All right. Go ahead.
So like I said, the reason why I was asking, because my second question would be like, what's the best way to approach, I guess my kids, you know, they're like in their teens. I want to start, you know, talking to them about that.
Listen, now, it's a rough time. It's a rough time to be a teenager right now. I really, I don't like using the word pity, but I very much pity this generation that's here. It's really rough, Ag. You know what I mean? It's a really rough situation being in the world, number one, and being a teenager, right? I think everybody in this room old enough to remember there was a old school movie called Kids. But remember Kids? When Kids came out, it was shocking. It was absolutely shocking just to even look at it because of the time we're in. Fast forward 20 years later, right? There's a series. I struggled through the first 2.5 episodes of the damn thing, I think, 2 or 3, called Euphoria, with that Zendaya broad. And it's like a reboot of Kids in a series form. You get the point? It's a whole reboot of it in a series form. And brother, what's going on now is it's supposed to really reflect or mirror what's going on in society right now. And what they're trying to display, I mean, I don't want to think it's the imagining shit. I don't know. But it's very, very scary. It's a scary, scary situation, especially for children. You get the point? Adults may have some sort of knowledge what they're doing, but I think the children have no clue of what's going on because we're living in a very free and open type of culture. You get the point? A very free and open, like without any barriers or bridle on. There's no really checks on. And there's also the drug culture. Like the drug culture right now is not the drug culture 20 years ago. The drug culture 20 years ago, 30 years ago was crack and cocaine was scary. That was the, oh my God, I'm not doing that. When that is the norm now, you get the point? And everything else is further on. So now you have some, you know, your kids, right? You have some kids, you're trying to educate them on what's right, or not so much what's right, but being wise in decisions. Now, in general, of course, every child is different, every situation is different. In general, you want to be very real and honest with them about whatever it is. You don't want to fix this drawer here for me if you don't mind. You don't want to pussyfoot around the topic. You want to hear from them first. You understand? You want to find out what they know. You want to get a comfortable rapport with them back and forth about what's really going on. You get me? You absolutely want to have that because that's going to give you an insight to them and that's going to make it easier for them to listen to you. Go ahead.
Should your approach be different if it's a girl, you know, versus a boy?
Okay, I would say no, but yes. I would say no, and this is why I would say no. The difference in approach with a boy and a girl historically is why you have whores today. You understand? Because you would be hard on a girl, right? You'd be hard on a girl, but you would reward the boy because he is what? Getting more pussy than anybody. But who is he getting it from? Of
course.
It's like lighting a fire and putting it out at the same time. So that's why I say no. You have to put the accountability and responsibility on both of them by explaining both of them. You get the point? So it's not, I would not say it's different for boys how you approach it or expose them differently. What you have to make them understand is the results of the action and how it affects them differently. Not so much you're doing it like well, she's a girl, so you had to lock her in the tower and don't let nobody touch her. He's a boy, let him run wild. You had to teach both of them restraint, but the repercussions for a girl is significantly greater, right? And the results after it, not just the repercussions in terms of she could get pregnant, right? Which is something he doesn't readily have to deal with. She does. You have STDs, but also just value. We've been taught growing up that as a man, the amount of girls you have or the amount of girls you get means you're the man. And for a woman, if it's somebody related to you, she can't be introduced to none of your friends or nothing like that. You know, she has to stay off in the corner. She can't get no enjoyment, but you enjoying everybody. You get the point? That's the standard growing up. You come into the truth. What's the standard?
Courting 6 months.
Okay, that's the procedure. That's the process. But as you come into the truth, what is the standard of a man if he gets a lot of women? What's the standard versus someone in the world? Like how you in the world, you'd be like, man, you on, boy, you a player, boy, you getting them broads, boy.
You had to keep her.
You have to keep her. You have to keep her. Now that little, not little, but that understanding that, it means now that, okay, you have to attach something to that, like an attribute to that, to make a difference between the brother in the world and the brother in the school, right? Or the young brother you're trying to put some common sense into. You get the point?
Okay.
So now, go ahead.
So, like, I just wanted to,
No,
what came to
Chupa,
me while
you want to deal with this on
speaking,
this table over here? Just move this table
wanted-
over here and deal with it on this wrong table here, right?
What
Go ahead.
came to me while you were speaking, sir, the word honor. This would definitely put in retrospect for both the teen woman and man.
Honor is a good word to start with, but okay, but in today's society, honor is just, it's nothing. Today's society, honor means absolutely zero. It's not something that's valued. In fact, dishonor is valued, which is why a lot of the viral tapes is somebody in the circle being dishonored, somebody getting jumped, somebody getting punked, somebody getting pranked. Dishonor is valued in this society. So no, I'm glad you said that. If dishonor is valued, what kind of man or woman must you raise if you want them to be honorable?
Honest, with their
That could work.
feelings.
That's not the word I'm looking for, but that could work. So like you move this table around a little bit. That's what I was telling you to do first. All right. Go ahead.
Discipline.
You onto it.
Salaki. Obedient.
You onto it. This okay, to have discipline, to have what you said, Izan? What's the first thing you said? You just said it.
Discipline and
I forget what he said. It's discipline. I forget what the word he said. Go ahead, you remember? You said discipline. He said obedience. Right. To have discipline, to have obedience, you have to have this. Who knows?
Father.
Okay. We assuming the father is present because he's asking the question.
No.
We assuming the father is present. this what I'm asking you is what do you now have to teach the young boy or girl as the foundation part of it? I'm gonna come to you in the camera. Go ahead, Shaprat. Where's the other one? Just grab the other one.
I got two of them: shame, fear.
That's not what I need. You still need this to have that. Okay, Maya?
No, I was gonna say to be separate, but
to even be separate, you had to have this. I think Nakama didn't give you the hint there. To even be separate, you must have this. If you don't have this, you're gonna go along with everything.
You have to know your identity, sir.
Okay, to know your identity is one thing. But okay, knowing your identity would mean what now? What does that mean?
I'm gonna do everything in order and decency.
Okay, Farrakhan know the Jews is black. He's still bowing to that rock in Mecca.
Self-respect.
You're on to it. You're on to it there still. It's another word. Anything online? Okay, go ahead.
The truth.
Even to have the truth would mean what? The truth is like identity. Anybody?
Junior Jackson says loyalty.
To have loyalty, you must have this thing.
ADS Play says you need resolve.
You wanted ADS Play.
Iron Lawana says the law.
Okay, to have the law again is like identity or truth. To have any law means what? To do the law, to practice or keep the law, you must have this thing.
Kasai Wana says the Holy Spirit.
No.
Leviathan says respect.
No.
Cooper Shakat says
you're right in what this. You should teach this. You should cultivate this. But to do it, okay, let me see if I can help you out even more. Go ahead. Let me get the last two answers.
We got decrement, follow the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments, awareness, obedience, consistency.
You're just shooting buckshots now. you're like fuck this sniper shit. I'm gonna just load up the buckshot and the bird shot. They're gonna hit something. Go ahead. Go ahead, Isaac.
Understanding.
No. Come on. I think it's something wrong with how I'm wording the question. It got to be. All right. You're gonna have to teach strength. If there's no strength, you could teach them pork is wrong, especially for a girl. You could teach her pork is wrong. You could teach her that she shouldn't be easy. She shouldn't be, so weak for attention and want to be, just all out. Well, what happens when she goes to school and the most popular girl has her breast out? What happens when she goes to school and the teacher is giving her favor in the class because she has long hair or she light skin or she tall or whatever it is? You get the point? What happens at that point? In order for that girl to not succumb to putting her breast out or wearing shorter skirts or meeting every boy under the bleachers, she has to be what? She has to be strong. Strong to resist lack of self-esteem, strong to resist indiscipline, strong to resist not having the Holy Spirit or giving up the Holy Spirit. It's going to take strength because she's going to have to look at herself and tell herself, I'm better than this slut. I don't care how much likes she gets. But in today's society, likes make people commit suicide. You get the point? Likes make people do all kind of things. When it was Tuesday, yesterday down there off of Kenilworth Avenue. I used to live over there, brother. I walk past that shop every day. They sprayed 60 bullets and killed a 14-year-old and a 12-year-old. Last night, I think. They say the drive-by or the walk-by, it definitely was targeted. It absolutely was targeted. But the kids was not the target. Now, who's doing something like that? how do I get somebody in the car with me or wherever to do something like that? There's a lack of strength somewhere. And the definition of strength is absolutely displaced and it's replaced. You'll think the person behind the gun is strong. You would think the slut who's wearing the thing is strong because she could deal with a whole lot. Like that Jada Pinkett. They think she's so goddamn strong. She said somebody because see if you could find the video when she's saying what she's saying, the ridiculous bullshit she's saying. You get the point? So you're gonna have to teach them strength. Teach them what strength really looks like. Right? And the strength now will give them the control, the discipline. It gives them the freedom to be angry and not act on it. As opposed to being in the world where you're told that you can now not be angry about something. Let it go. Or what they say, let go and let God and all that bullshit. Meanwhile, they put such a restriction on you of you actually feeling angry righteously. And that harms you because that thing comes out somehow. You get the point? It comes out somehow. You have to allow people to be able to be angry and teach them what to do with the anger. That's strong. That thing is strong. You get the point? That is where real strength is. Where you know what to do with this thing. You know what to do with that. You know what to do with this thing. When the strength is absent, weakness sets in. Weakness also breeds laziness. It breeds something in you where you just let anything go, where you let anything happen. You get the point? Where you just do that thing. Also, too, because find for me the brother, I think it's Zaquan is his name. If you can't find his profile, it's an experiment somebody did in a mall with this girl coming up with "Help Me." Find that for me, and that's even more on. That's more onto it as well, and it's a reflection of America's society where strength is lacking. You get the point? So you're gonna have to teach them to be strong. But let me get the precepts for sex is marriage for you. All right, give me Exodus 22 and 16. Let me get that first. And 24 and 67. That's the one with Jacob going in the tent. I believe so. 67. No sweat. Go ahead, Isaac.
The book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
And if a man entice that is not betrothed
Mm-hmm.
and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
Right. Read it one more time.
And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
Right. If a man entice a maid that's not betrothed and lie with her, what does that mean?
If he entice a woman that's not like engaged or team or with someone.
Right. Promised. Betrothed is like she's promised to her brother. She's promised to someone. She's, as you say, engaged, or how to say it in the world. And here would be she's courting because the courtship has to be approved. The courtship is not like in the world where you see somebody, you like somebody, and you're just, well, we talking. You get the point? That's not how it is in here. In here, the courtship is approved, and this sister is not allowed to court anybody else. Or the stronger thing, what's the stronger thing? In the world, you would think, well, you have to build a hedge around her. What's the stronger thing in here? It might be a little difficult to understand too. Okay, in here, the responsibility for everything is on the shoulders of brothers. Women are held accountable and responsible too. However, in keeping with the Bible, even though Eve sinned, Adam was checked for it. So now, the courtship is approved so that she can't court anybody else, or saying it in another way, which is more UPK, is, I might be wording it wrong, every brother knows she's off limits. Now the responsibility is on brothers, because in the world, what happens?
No one respects that.
So what happens in the world?
Every guy's gonna shoot their shot.
Yeah. You have a man? Well, I'm talking to somebody. Well, I'm talking to you right now. Here, put your number in. You married? No, I'm engaged. Well, shit, what's taking him so long? Why he ain't marry you? You get the point? If more men would just stop, they'll get, the Bible says, give no, where there's no passage, give the water no passage. Meaning, if you would stop when she says she has a man, if you would stop when she says she's talking to somebody, if you would stop when you realize she might be a hoe, then they will just starve her. And that spirit would die because there's nothing feeding it. What feeds whores is when nobody stops. When you following her out the store, damn baby, you so fine. I don't care. I got to make you mine. Meanwhile, you pull up to the car, the front seat, the passenger seat, the back of it is reclined all the way down near back. What's that a sign of for you brothers who smart? What does that mean? She about 5'4", so her seat is up on the steering like this. The passenger seat damn near is into the back seat. What does that mean? If you're smart. Come on, Matthew, I know you smart. No, brother, God, fucking dance. Just continue. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'll do your test. Who had their hand up? Go ahead. There's a nigga in there because there ain't no nigga sitting all the way up on no dashboard. As soon as he sit in the front seat with her, he reclined that thing back and he cruising all the way back because he's being driven. If you're smart, you would realize that, but you're so goddamn dumb and your nose wide open like a hungry hound. You're chasing after every hoe. And that's what makes them thrive. That's what makes them live. That's what makes them, not stop the behavior. That bro, Tiana Taylor, they put her in 4 movies, give her her own goddamn shoe, give her awards, and the bitch is a slut. She's an absolute whore. That Cardi B, a whore. What would happen if brothers just say, I'm not, no, you got a man. It's like, sis, you gotta go back to Offset. I ain't doing that shit. You got kids with this nigga. You go back to him, man. You gotta deal with that. She might be angry for a while, but soon that body is gonna crave attention. She's gonna go back to her man. But what encourages the sluts is the outlet. You understand? In here, brothers are held fully accountable. Absolutely accountable. Why did you message her? Who gave you permission to even talk to the sister? What's wrong with you? She gonna get checked too, but you ain't, you're not escaping. You get the point? And that helps the whole society. So now knowing that if you lay with a woman, as long as she's not promised, you lay with her. Read it again.
Book of Exodus 22:16.
Mm-hmm.
And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
Mm-hmm. You shall surely endow her to be your wife. What is that? What does endow mean?
Take her on.
That's true, but something else.
Become responsible.
Something else. You're right, but it's something else. Let me get a young brother here. Go ahead.
It says he shall surely endow her to be his wife. I believe this is he's going to lay with her.
No, he already laid with her. It said it there. Read it one more time. Read it one more time. Whoever you have to read it.
And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her,
it says he lied with her. He had sex with her. Go ahead.
He shall surely endow her to be his wife.
He shall surely endow her to be his wife. What does that mean?
I believe pay the price or
you want
dowry.
Mm-hmm. That's where endow come from. That's where dowry come from, because it's an endowment. Meaning this. You done laid down the game, the Mac of all Macs, the game of all game, and she fell for it. She what? Did she remain strong? No, she didn't. She did not. Did you remain strong? You're supposed to go ask her father. That tail was just too fat, Bukwaj. That shit jiggle. It jiggle, and you look at how the old school men say it, all that what's it, all that jam and no jelly. I mean, that shit jiggling out.
Come.
And you was like, hold up. I can't, no, we ain't, listen, we ain't gotta wait. And how the song go, I can't help but wait. And that's what he say. You started to recite all the R&B songs you could recite that. And she just can't wait. And okay, even that is a learned behavior. That comes from TV. Because everybody watch TV, and your idea of passion is the, oh my God, and heavy breathing, and you're doing it, and know somebody coming, we got to do this quick. That's exciting for people in the world. Brother, passion in here, brother, is you go to her father, and you scope him out good. Okay, I see he drinking that scotch. What? I'll go talk to him. If it is you really want her the right way, you gotta go get her father on board. Come on.
Like just that process is exciting in itself because you don't know what he gonna say.
Brother, you can't show you're nervous around him, man. And he's going to carry you to make you nervous to see what you're made of, to see if it's a man she's getting, or to see if he had to politely decline you because you are what? Or not strong. He's going to check to see if you strong, or if somehow you might capitulate if the pressure is too strong. If the pressure is too strong, you might say, you know what? I ain't got to obey XYZ. You know what I mean? If the pressure is too strong, if she pushes too much, because he knows his daughter. Anybody have girl children know that them children is going to try it. And he's going to be checking to see if you could handle the pressure and not break the girl. You get the point? He's going to be checking that situation. So now you're going to have to go to him after. You done laid with her? You have to go to him after, and you got to work out a dowry. That's also in our law. I can get that precept for you after. Like you got to work out a dowry after, right? And you got to pay what he asks you for. And he's going to be reasonable, but he ain't going to be as reasonable as if you came. You're going to pay a little bit more because you stole this girl. You get the point? Oh. So that's one, sexist marriage. Give me the other one. Where we at? Genesis. No sweat. Go ahead. You want to read it? Go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 24, verse 67. And Isaac brought her into his mother's Sarah's tent and took Rebekah. Mm-hmm. And she became his wife. And he loved her.
What did he do? Read it again one more time. 24 and 67, right? Yeah, go ahead.
And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent. Mm-hmm. And he took Rebekah.
He took her. It already said he brought her into the tent. So why does it say he took her again? For everybody who believes, you know what I mean? When he say he took her, means, he just carried her in. It already said he brought her into the tent. Now it says, and he took her. You're getting some ideas now. Go ahead.
Sluggy.
Go ahead.
Took Rebekah, and she became his wife.
And she became his wife. Any more?
And he loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death.
Right? He loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. Hold on one second. Right? So this is another one sexist marriage, right? If anybody is doubting you, you just ask them, what does it mean when he says, and he took her? Because the line before already says, he brought her into his mother's tent. And if they dispute it, say they're hypocrites, because remember the time when you brought her into your mother's house.
Calm.
She ain't want to come into the door because your mom home. Mommy's not home. Come on, go upstairs. Take your shoes off. I'm gonna carry them upstairs. I'm gonna carry them in the back room. Just take your shoes off. Leave it. You bringing her into your mother's house, but somehow this doesn't mean the same thing. You did the same goddamn thing.
Calm.
It's just his one was with permission. Yours wasn't. Right? Yours wasn't. I believe this is he went and get the girl, right? This was the one that's promised to him from Laban. This is Isaac. Okay, he still got permission, if I'm not mistaken. This wasn't this wasn't like he just took her. So he brought her into the tent, I'll come to you, and he took her because she wants to be taken. Sex is marriage, and she became his wife. It didn't say they went into the tent and had a legal document to sign. It didn't say she went into the tent and she threw rice and he gave her a ring. It didn't say he went into the tent and some preacher was in there saying for better or for worse, rich or for poor, so till death do us part. None of that. He went into the tent and he, blessed her with the rod of Moses. I mean, he showed her the light at the end of the tunnel. And it was good. And she became his wife. Go ahead, Shepard.
When the angel came to Joseph and said, "Don't put away your wife," about Mary.
Okay, I would not use that one because you're going to go into what argument? What argument are you absolutely going into? Shepard, what argument are you going into? Just hold on. What argument are you going into by going there? Not that hard. Okay, just say it so we all understand. You're going into Immaculate Conception. You understand? Never pull a precept that a Christian is going to take the exit ramp. Keep them on 95 all the way up. All the way. We ain't stopping, motherfucker. Pee in the car. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't stopping. We not stopping. We staying on 95. We not coming off. Never give them the opportunity. Always remember that. When you pull the precept, there's no way around this shit. They're in a box now. They locked in. They just locked in, and that's just that. They had to stay there until you let them out. But brother, you pull a precept and there's room for another argument. Best believe, because what you have to understand is you boxing them in. So when you pull the precept about Immaculate Conception, they already know they lost the sex is marriage precept. So they're going to go to Immaculate Conception. They're going to make you feel they need the breakdown, but this is to escape the knife on the neck on the other one. Brother, don't let them out of that ark. Do not let them out. Keep them right there and just start cutting away at the neck until they drain of blood and everybody knows. Don't ask you no more stupid questions because they're going to end up like that. You get the point? Okay. So this is another one. I believe there's another one with the tent, right? Oh, this is just it. You could use these two. I think these two is real strong. Also, do you have a Bible dictionary? Not a very good one. Which one is it? The compact one or the big one? Yeah, the compact one is the one for camp. All right. You had this is the expansive one. You got to get the Zondervan. Is that Zondervan? No. You get Zondervan. Pull up marriage or sex is marriage. Hold on. Marriage. Yeah, give me marriage definition. Check the expansive one. If not, MNOP, LMN. God damn. He was like cap slow. He's saying the alphabet to find the damn word. Right? I have it here if you don't if you don't have it. It should be the first definition with marriage. You found it? No sweat. No, guys, I'll help you out then. If not, you could just use this one right here. All right. Go ahead. You found it? I take this one out for time's sake. Let's take this one. It's on. You could read this. You found it? All right, let me hear it.
Marriage, marriage is an intimate
Is a
personal
what?
union.
Marriage is a what?
Intimate personal
No,
union.
you gotta understand every word in this thing matters. Every word in this one here matters. Go ahead, say it one more time.
Marriage is an intimate personal union.
Right? It's an intimate personal union. Marriage is not in front of a church of people who hate you, that you don't even care about, to lie and make some vows and exchange rings that you really wish you didn't spend money on, with a bunch of bridesmaids who is whores because you know them, and with a bunch of bridegrooms who is having sex with the whores. Marriage is an intimate personal union. That's not intimate or personal. That's public. You get the point? Go ahead.
To which a man and a woman consent.
To which a man and a woman, for the rainbow community, marriage is an intimate personal union to which a man and a woman consent. Right? So this is not between man and woman. This is man and woman. Go ahead. They have to consent, meaning they agree. They have to agree to this thing. And like the UPK standard, what's going to happen? She's going to be requested, or he's going to be requested in some cases. And they get permission to court. And they court. And then one of them says they think they want to marry this person. The other person is asked, and if they agree, they all have a council with other people. Camp leader, father, if present, couple of the generals, and it has witnesses to the consent. This brother want to marry you, sis. Do you want to marry him? Can the one can? Yes, sir, I want to marry him. You sure, sis? Yes, sir. You can't come to me after with no problems. I don't care. I can't live without this brother. 4 people heard you say that shit. So in 6 months, when you come and say, I can't stand him, who are you? Because the person who looked like you 4 months ago said something different. Brother, this sister here, she says she's ready to marry you. She can't live without you. Do you want this sister? Do you want to marry this sister? You sure you want this sister? Yes. You sure? Because you can't come to me later on and say try to pull a precept to divorce her. Because that's what brothers will do. They'll be praying she commit adultery. If she don't commit adultery, well, Sir Salaki, in Philemon chapter 2, verse 6, it says, if you be displeased with her, and something, once you lay with this girl, especially in here, you're tied to her forever. And you're going to have a council with witnesses, and both of you all consent. Then you get permission to marry at whatever date you all choose. You all could arrange that shit. However, take her to Atlantic City. You all could go marry right now as we get off the phone. It don't matter. The permission was granted. And now you're going to have that personal, intimate union that was consented. You get the point? Go ahead.
Consummated.
Say it again.
Consummated.
Consummated. What's that mean? What does that word mean? Somebody pull consummated from me. Tell me what Webster says. All right? Let's use Webster. Or Oxford, one of them. All right, let me know what Webster says. What does consummate mean? Go ahead. Go ahead, priest. You sure you had the right one? No sweat. Come on. You found it? Go ahead, Shabbat. God damn it, man. Shit. What's going on with you all today? Just read it, Doc. I ain't wrong. Though you're trying to protect me. I get you. I ain't wrong, Doc. It's there. It's probably got what's called them thing? Context. Just read it down.
Consummate.
Mm-hmm.
To make marital union.
Is that the first one? That's the first definition?
Well,
all right.
There's an adjective and then there's a verb.
Well, just give me what's first there. I might be able to use it.
The very first one is consummate, extremely skilled and accomplished.
extremely skilled and accomplished, which is what you have to be able to do to maintain a marriage. You're going to have to be extremely skilled and be accomplished. You know what accomplished means? Somebody give me a definition of accomplished. Shapat?
Yeah, she done some things and
You've done some things. So what does that mean, that you've done some things?
Prepared.
How?
Foundated.
What word is that? What's that word? Foundated? Go ahead. Listen, that's a t-shirt. Foundated. Go ahead, get your mic to. Damn. So that might be a word. I might be the one who's slow. Go on.
Salakia, sir. I found a different version of this definition.
I need accomplished. You with me?
Accomplished, sorry.
And yeah, you had to focus with me. What is being accomplished? Now I'll assist you with. Give me an example of somebody who's accomplished. Sure you want to just continue your test, dog? All right, go ahead. Give me accomplished. Commander General Yahanna is accomplished. It means he's achieved many things. What does that mean in terms of his ability to maintain that marriage? What does that mean? Come on.
He is highly skilled and proficient in that particular area. So,
well, okay, that's when it's specific to something, but accomplished, let me just give you it for time's sake. Accomplished means you done achieve. Come on, you got it? Quickly.
Accomplished is proficient as a result of practice or training.
You're proficient as a result of practice or training. Many practice, many training, and you achieve. And as you practice and train, you're going to be what? Tested at this level, that level, that level, that level. And you done passing and you're going and you keep on going. Somebody who is accomplished knows adversity very well. Somebody who's never achieved nothing, they've never failed. They've never succeeded after failing. But somebody who's accomplished, best believe that they done failed and failed hard before. They done felt like quitting. They done broken tears. They don't have to step back and then come back to the thing. Put that person in a marriage. They know that this rift or this argument is not the end of the world. He's still going to prepare his meal. He's still going to guard the house and see about the car or whatever the dynamic is in the relationship, even though they're beefing. Because this pair, they're accomplished. You have to jump that. They're accomplished. They understand that this shit here is, if you want to achieve something, they're going to be what? Rough times. There are going to be times you don't understand nothing that you're going to need to grow. There are going to be times where you want to progress. You want to, you want to improve or increase. But there's sometimes all you could do is nothing. There's sometimes, brother, I don't call for counsel already. I was like, sir, I tried this, I tried that, but this is what I want to do. John Muhammad said, Shut, why don't just do nothing? And I'm on the phone like, nothing? What are you talking about? And brother, that's the answer. Sometimes you just have to do nothing. Somebody who's accomplished knows what that's like. Somebody who isn't feels like doing nothing is nothing. Sometimes doing nothing is something. And to people online, it sounds weird and crazy. But that's why, you there and I'm here. Sometimes doing nothing is what it takes. Just don't do nothing. You carry on. You carry on doing your duty. You'll carry on doing your roles in the marriage. And this thing is going to get worked out. But all you know, if I'm going to accomplish this thing, I'm not quitting on this. I'm not just giving up. You get the point? Give me consummated real quick.
Okay. Consummated. Continue on with those.
Yeah, come on.
Okay. To the highest degree, complete in every detail.
Give me the next one.
And the next one is to make marital union complete by sexual intercourse.
Right. Consummated in context is to make the marital union complete by sexual intercourse. Sex is the marriage, not the ring, not the license, none of that. Sex is the actual marriage. Without it, the marriage doesn't exist. Even in Esau's world, if you both go and tell a judge or whoever it is that you never had sex, you just had the ceremony, the marriage is annulled, which means it never happened, because really sex is the marriage. You get the point? So you could use that. Keep reading too. Let Izan finish read. All right, where we at? Bible dictionary. Get back to Bible dictionary. All right.
Consummated and continuously nourished by sexual intercourse.
And continuously nourished by sexual intercourse. It's food for the marriage arc. It's food. Okay, just like you have to eat. You have to eat. Like when the day comes, you have to eat. You have to nourish your body. Some people, if they don't eat, their energy level drops. They have to eat something. Some people have a high metabolism. They're always snacking. Every time you see them, something. They got something. Peanuts, chocolates, something. They're always snacking, because if they don't eat, their energy level drops. They have to keep nourishing themselves. Sex is what nourishes the marriage arc. The marriage starts to not fall apart, but deteriorate. That's the word I want. Like deteriorating means what? If you're looking at a wall or something, the integrity of it, like you might see paint start scraping off the wall. You might see pieces of the rock breaking off. The drywall started cutting, started deteriorate. When that happens, one thing oftentimes you might get asked is about the intimacy. You might, as you go for counsel or somebody tries to help or try to give you all assistance, and somebody who know what they're doing, they might ask you, okay, well, I know this is a little personal question. I understand. But what's the intimacy like with you all? How is that situation? And that's not, to the average person in the world, especially a Christian, you might think, oh, that's personal. I can't talk about it, blah, 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 blah. But that's an indicator of if this marriage is being fed. Because if you're all beefing, how's the intimacy? Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, we had it this morning. This problem is not a problem. This problem is just, it's changing brakes on a car, changing the oil. It's something that you'll have to do that comes up. But if that intimacy stops or is lessened, then there's a bigger problem here, because the marriage is not being nourished. It's like you have a child, the child get malnourished. It starts to dwindle, the child starts dwindling, start developing different health issues because they're not being nourished. It's like a marriage. A marriage is a thing you cultivate. It's a living, breathing thing between both of you all. You have to cultivate it, and cultivating it, the big part of it is the intercourse you all have, the sex you all have, the intimacy you all have. If that's not happening, the marriage is in danger. It's in danger. You get the point?
Oh, no, I don't count.
And it's a more serious thing. So you could use this here any morning. I think there's a little more.
Oh, no, I don't count.
Mm-hmm.
And perfected in lifelong partnership.
And what?
And perfected.
And what?
And perfected.
Go ahead.
In a lifelong partnership.
And it's perfected in a lifelong partnership. So somebody you done married 2-3 years and we not getting along. This is not my soulmate. What is this saying? Read it again. Read them last words.
And perfected in a lifelong partnership.
Did it say perfected after 3 years?
Lifelong.
Did it say perfected after 4.5?
Lifelong.
This is perfected after 9.
Lifelong partnership.
You know what really hits home? When you go see somebody who is older in age and they're full of gray and they're sitting and they don't have a care in the world. Some of them will tell you, I'm just waiting on the good Lord to come take me. They're that old. And they say, man, I've been married to your grandfather. It got to be 63 years. And you in the twilight zone now, because you can't even fathom living to fucking 63, much less marrying somebody for 63 years. It's perfected in a lifelong. That's lifelong. That marriage is the age of a person. That marriage is retirement age. You get the point? Meanwhile, you get in an argument 3 years into the game, you packing your shit and talk and making all kind of deep posts on Facebook about nobody's pouring into me, so you got to take care of yourself, you dumb bitch or weak ass nigga. It's perfected in lifelong commitment. This is not something for somebody who was here earlier, who is not strong. You understand, Isan? So that you want to bring them to the threshold of being strong. You have to do that, or else nothing is accomplished. They can't do anything because they're not strong, right? Even who is it? Is it New Edition? They had a song, "Sunny Days." Everybody has those, but baby, tell me, can you stand the rain? Why does he have to say that? Why is that has to be in a song? Why is that something that people will talk about? Because nobody prepares for rain. Everybody prepares for, winning or victory, but nobody prepares for if this thing goes wrong. What's the preparation? Listen, give the Israelite school of UPK on the command journey a hand, brother, because we were prepared for that rain. I don't know if you all knew it. We were absolutely prepared for that rain. And brother, I mean, the whole crew, everybody done, switch direction, make the adjustment, and work the whole thing out. And the Passover was kept up. Right. The Passover was kept. When regular people would be like, nah, shit, it's raining, I'm going home, or I ain't going to even show up, or whatever else. You get the point? Like, we are absolutely prepared for it because we are strong. There's some things with us, it's a non-negotiable. Right. And really, if you're in here long enough, you'll realize some things is all things. Right. Salakia, it's just, Oh, Salakia said, I forget to call in. You forgot, brother. How come? Oh, you forgot. What happened? You're not getting enough sleep? You need me to set the alarm on your phone for you? What do you need me to do? Do you need me to call you to remind you that you're supposed to call me now? Because I'll do it. Because I'll try to help you, because this is non-negotiable. You get the point? Like, this is the type of environment, and it scares people. Why does it scare people, Isaac? Why do people see how we are and say, you're too extreme, y'all scary? Oh my God, I can't even be in here. Why?
You have to submit yourself to something that outside of your comfort zone.
That's true. That sounds good. And that's what they'll say. There's something else.
They don't have no strength, sir.
Or say the right way, say the UPK way. Or I'll take that. Give him a hand. Or they're weak. They're just weak. You're just weak. You go sit in a church that's notorious for molesting people. You go sit in a church that's famous for having sex with somebody's wife. But you scared to sit in these chairs? Like, what the fuck will you ain't no Hamite, right? You ain't no Edomite, right? Because you'll get carted out. But outside of that, like, what's the fear for being here? You're just weak. You're just weak. And the thing about weakness is, you can become strong. You absolutely can become strong. However, most people do not even want to be strong. Most people want to remain as they are, as you say, in their comfort zone. All right. Somebody had their hand up. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I was going to say that this throughout the years, I have heard people that I guess that did disagree. All of us done heard like, oh man, the UPK, man, y'all hate women, or y'all too aggressive, y'all too this. But at the end of the day, when every single one of these people trying to go to battle with us, they never say that we wrong. It'll always be something that disturbs their comfort. Mm-hmm. They'll always say, man, y'all too aggressive, y'all too loud, y'all this, y'all that, y'all this, y'all that. But it never is the argument of if we right or wrong. They'll be like, your approach is just a little bit too too much. Your approach. It's all about your approach.
Yeah,
but they never say that you're wrong. Like the conversation always ends with us. We still right. You just don't like the way we put it to
exactly. But Donald Trump in office right now, and everybody complaining. But when we were saying something, we a hate group. We hate too much. Go ahead.
It's like if I may say, like the fake Israelites say, if we come hard, we'll come that hard.
Damn. All right. So Isaiah, you get the point, right? That's how you would do it. Okay, with younger people right now in today's society, you better maintain a very good, continuous talking relationship with them. I'm not talking like you're their friend. You still have to maintain the authority. But brother, if you don't get them talking, you're gone. Because the world they're living in now is not what you remember. It's absolutely different. The currency is different. When I say the currency, I'm talking about the social currency. The really social. The social currency is absolutely different. Before, you had to show up looking fly. Now, social currency is so sex and drug fueled. It's just beyond anything. You get the point? It's absolutely just beyond anything you would imagine. So you want to bring strength to their doorstep. You want to show them what being strong is. And you want to give them confidence, because sometimes, not sometimes, all times, being strong means you're going to walk alone. Being strong means you're going to have to just, face this. It could, your circles could just reject you. And you got to prepare them for that. Part of preparing them for that is what? Who knows? How can you prepare someone? And this is not just for the younger generation, but somebody who might be fishing to the truth or teaching something. And you know that if it is that they do start listening and start following what the Lord say and taking on the spirit of the Most High, they're going to lose a family member, kids, friends, whatever. How do you prepare them for that? And this is very key in doing it. If you don't do this, it's not going to be as successful. It's not going to have lasting impact. How do you prepare them? Because let me know if anybody online is answering too, all right? Go ahead.
Salaki, of course, you will warn them, let them know you went through the same thing. I come from the same place, and I went through the same exact thing that you're going to
But I'm not you, Shapat. You, Shapat Thayak. You so strong. I'm not you. That's what they say about Christ, right? I can't be him. I ain't perfect. That's what Kanye West say. How do you prepare? Bro?
I ain't gonna say this the answer, but this is definitely.
I want the answer. If you ain't give me the answer, don't give me the answer. If you ain't give me the answer, pass the mic in.
All right, this is the answer.
All right. Shit, I ain't gonna say this is the answer. What are you preparing me for? Hell. Don't think you're slick in here.
Comfort did not be
Yes, that go ahead.
Not
lying. See, I remember.
See, I don't think it's the answer. not lying to them. Not lying about, like, not trying to keep it from them.
Well, okay, you're not keeping it from them. You telling them this.
Okay.
But to tell them this and to have them succeed at it, you need to prepare them. You're already telling them it, but there's a preparation that goes with telling them. So you're not lying to them. You're laying it out flat.
Okay.
But part of laying it out flat, you have to have something prepared. I'm asking, what is the preparation? You done? That's right. No, she has a mic already because they're gonna get lost over there. Go ahead. Go ahead, sis.
Letting them know that they'll be joining a new family, having new friends, better things to look forward to.
Oh shit, Yahanna, I think you have some competition in it. I think you have some competition. Give her a hand. You're gonna have to give them the alternative. Think at camp. The white man is the devil. America had a burn. So what are we going to do? How are we going to eat? You have to give them the alternative. If it is you telling them their friends ain't shit, you had to get them some new friends. Who they going to hang with? Where you want them to be? A damn, eunuch? You want them to just be a lone rider? You know what I mean? If you're going to say, sis, you ask them friends you got is whores. But they're my friends. I got real friends for you. Brother, you can't be hanging over these drug addicts no more. But they're my friends. I got some friends for you who's not drug addicts. You're gonna have to show them the other side. If you're gonna turn them away from this thing, remember this thing is wrong, it's evil, it's harmful. But what you're not remembering is they love it. They love it. Ask somebody who eat pork. I remember some years ago, boy, in Baltimore. You're gonna remember this one. Remember this frog-faced brother who used to come in front of the Baltimore camp. He would smile and his mouth will open up, and he had a funny voice. Like, you're wrong, some. He went right into Lexington Market Act and came out. I don't know where he get all this seafood. It's like shrimp, crab, all kind of shit. And then that pork, oh God, he just came in front of the camp and he was eating it. It was good. And chucking the shrimp and this. Brother, he loved that shrimp. There's nothing you could tell him, man. People sin not because, okay, if you really want to understand it, it feels good. It's delicious. Pork tastes good enough. You know that, right? Pork is not something they struggle to eat. It ain't broccoli. You get the point? You understand? Like, pork actually tastes good. Sex with a whore, brother. God damn. Go to the strip club and get brought all the money and have a deep conversation. Tell the bitch about your supervisor. Because talking to her is good. Think about for a sister, all the likes on the Instagram and all kind of thing. Nigga gonna send you $1,000 for 15 minutes of you twerking? Who the fuck? How am I stopping you from doing that? You need to stop. And do what, nigga? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what to do. You get the point? You have to give them the alternative. And brother, the UPK is the alternative. You have young people out, you'll just miss the perfect opportunity. Just bring them down to the Passover. Gag them, hog tie them, throw them in the trunk. Don't worry, they're going to forgive you by the time Sunday morning. I guarantee you. Because they're going to come down there, they're going to ride a horse for the first time. They're going to kill a damn lamb. They're going to get the lamb right on the grill and give them the carman bakwash a hand for all that food they done prepared down there. They're going to, what else they was doing? Archery and basketball shooter. They was petting them old pretty goats. Them lambs that all them sisters was crying. Oh, they're so nice. They going in the pot, Gil. Them old pretty. They had some lambs that was rough in the corner. They didn't care about them lambs. Them lambs had dreadlocks, all kind of shit. But they had some old pretty goats out front, and they was just bang. They was brown and white. I forget what they call them, boars or something like that. Yeah, them going in the pot too. Y'all think we ain't killing them? They going in the pot too, right? Them kids gonna come down there and have a ball, be in that kids party, skinning the knee and the elbow on them stupid ass slides that white people like to just have no thoughts. You get the point? They're gonna have a ball, and they're gonna realize that them friends in the world, these strangers treated me with more love and respect than them bastards in my class. I'm gonna just go to school and do good in school, and if we play in sports, I'm gonna kick their ass. But my love is going to go into them brothers and sisters I met from Texas and Houston and California and Mexico and Jamaica and wherever else, everybody who came down. They're going to see now there is a world outside the world that they think is the only thing that exists, which is what people in the world think. People in the world think this is the end all and be all of life. So I have to hold on to this thing and I can't start over. I've been doing this thing for so long. When, brother, you could come in here and start fresh. You don't have to hold on to that bullshit. Go ahead.
Like if I may, Captain Carr said something on his interview that to some people in the world or whatever they come from, it might be something real minute, but being isn't coming from the same place and the same thing used to happen and realizing he was talking about how him and his homies they would hustle together, do this, that, and the third, do everything together, run behind bras together, all this, that, and the third. Mm-hmm. When it came down at the end of the night to eating some food, they would never share the food with them. And he said when his first week in the drink, so like in the I.S.U.P.K, and the high men above him was trying to make sure you eat, making sure that he did eat. That was something real big to him. And I was just thinking about it like that is true. Back in the day, like sharing food was something, saying you barely want to give them a wing if you did. You know what I mean?
It's the social currency, It's the social currency. The social currency outside of these walls, is foul. It's not at all holy. It's not good. It's not strong. The social currency in here is strong. Like every year, brother. You all know I.S.U.P.K in Oklahoma, brother. Big ass beard, right? Or one of them at this point. Shit, right? I.S.U.P.K first Passover. I forget the year. It got to be like 2011 or something like that. He was in Oklahoma, and he used to do body work on cars, right? Not mechanic work, but like body work, fixing, the frame and stuff like that. And he was not able to get up to the Passover. That year, the Passover, I think, was in Philly at the Philly school. And I.S.U.P.K pawned all his tools. All. This is the first time he's coming to see the brothers in person. He said he knew he had to come to the Passover. I think he even got excused. It's like, well, if you can't make it, brother, you can't make it. Don't sweat it. And he pawned all his tools. And that's what he used for his livelihood. I think at the time, I don't want to talk to all the brother business, but it could have been a housing situation. But I remember it was like this was all he had. He pawned all his tools, took the money, bought the tickets up. Oh, that's what it was. It was only enough for the ticket up and I think a hotel room. He didn't have a ticket to go back. And he said he had to make it to the Passover. Right? It was without a doubt he had to make it. He didn't tell nobody he pawned the tools. I think it came out in a conversation while there. Brother Commander Yahanna bought his tools all back. Like every year, there's brothers and sisters who make it to the Passover with nothing but share will or share what? Strength. They just have, I'm getting there somehow. I'm getting there. You know why? Because you start to think of all the shit you accomplished for bullshit. You remember when you used to go get high. You remember all the things you do to go to that concert to get them damn stupid ass shoes. And you start to believe like, okay, if I could do that, I could surely get my ass down there. I could make it down there. It mightn't be as prim and pretty and comfy as somebody else, but I'm there. I'm getting there, and it takes some strength for that. You get the point? Now the Passover is gone. They'll see it online. They'll see the footage. They'll see all the glory. You want to bring them into the school at a holy day. That's perfect. Or class, depends on their maturity, right? Or the cookouts. Cookout season is coming very, very soon. There's going to be, it's usually in New York, California, Texas. What's the other two? Midwest, somewhere in the Midwest, Chicago, Minnesota, somewhere over there. I forget where the fifth one is. Florida, I think the Carolinas. I think last year it was in the Carolinas. Right? We remember we drove down to Florida too. So it was Florida, North Carolina. That was North Carolina. Yeah, that was North Carolina.
Sometimes the ATL.
Say again?
Sometimes the ATL.
No, I'm talking about last year. I forget where it was. But I know North Carolina because we drove down. Cali, New York, Texas, and the Midwest. Right? You bring them down there, they're gonna see, they're gonna really experience real love and brotherhood. They're gonna experience a stranger going above and beyond for you. You need a ride somewhere, you need this somewhere. I could go ahead. You need to go to the bathroom? Or go ahead.
Salaki, I was at the Passover and I had somewhat of a stomach issue, and I was perspiring as if I was working out while I was sitting down. And as soon as I got up to take a step I couldn't take it anymore. I needed ice. Before I could even take one step, a brother came with a bag of ice and put it on the back of my neck.
But he watching for you.
And that point right there, I said, I never had brotherhood like this. And
yeah,
I don't get sick and I don't ask, and somebody
just you don't ask because there's nobody to ask. But in here, brother, you don't even have to ask. There's somebody watching you. There's somebody watching you all the time. They're watching you, so they'll be like, hey, come here. Check and see if so-and-so is good. Get them a glass of water. There's somebody always watching. There's watching, and somebody might just come up to you randomly, hey, but you need anything? Because they're watching. They just don't want to offend you. But they're watching because in here it's a different environment. In here is true strength. So you're gonna have to teach them that first. Now, this is the second part. Give him a hand for that too. I heard a lot of stories like that at the Passover. There's somebody that's come to the rescue, somebody just willingly, and sometimes it's in situations where normal people wouldn't. Now, this is the second part of with somebody, teenagers, boys or girls. You want to show them consequences. You want to give them, flat out. You see, like how scared straight with that prison shit. You want to show them an AIDS patient, not Magic Johnson. Talking about the one you could see the folds in the rib. We had a sign we take to camp, an AIDS sign. It's very graphic. It's very, very graphic, and it's meant to make you be like, I don't want no parts of that shit. You want to show them that thing. Now, you had to work up to that. If you just, the first conversation, you just start opening pictures, they're going to reject it. You have to have a running conversation with them all the time. You'll be talking to them. They're talking back to you. You're asking them about this. Yeah, and it has to be where you might hear some shit that you want to say something about, and you have to resist it. Because they done lived their life, and you're trying to start them over now. So they might come and say, well, yeah, I did such and such. If it's girls involved, Lord, take a drink. Because she might say she did some shit that's going to make you just flip the damn table.
Oh, God.
Right? You're going to have to hear it, and you're going to have to know you accomplished. So patience. Okay, all right, this is what we have to do. We have to go forward with this. But at some point in time, you want to show them consequences. You want to show them that the white man has medicine, but do you want inside them drawers to look like this? Do you want to deal with that? This thing ain't got no medicine for it. You just have to live with this shit. That's it. You have it. It's over. That's just it. You're going to show them all of that shit out. And teach them the alternative. You ready to have sex now? There's a way to do it. You come up in here, man, you serve. Some sister gonna come ask for you, brother. You come up in here and serve, sister. There's a brother or brothers is gonna be just lining up. They're gonna come ask for you, and then you're gonna get approved to have all the sex you want. It's none of my business. Don't even come, just go in there and have it. Have it and nourish yourself. Nourish yourself with just nourishment, right? All the nourishment in the world. And you can you teach them certain values, right? But strength is what you're going to need, because this world is going to present things in a way that's very delicious, very just attractive, and it's going to entice you. And the younger generation is easily enticed. Absolutely easily enticed, primarily because the things that they desire is at their fingertips. Literally. We probably, most of us in here come from a generation where you start to go stand by the payphone with quarters. Sometimes you stand in a line, depends on where the payphone is, because another nigga making love on the phone. He over there, his back turned to you, and he, yeah, baby, something. And he's like, nigga, you walk around in front of him, he turned this way. He don't want to see you, dumbass. No, brother, you up. I'm gonna send you an Uber. Before you had to go travel and think about the days where you hail a taxi before Uber. Like, you had to do a lot of work to go meet this hoe. No, brother, you set up your cam and your lights and shit. She in the room with you. You understand? Like, that's the way you're fighting now. So it's a whole different scenario. So you just take those things. Take it step by step. You might need counsel as you go along. You gotta have that open communication with them. You're gonna have to have that and show them what real strength is like, because they're losing. Right now, they're losing out. They're losing the battle. They don't even know it. Good to go? Any more? Good to go? All right, no sweat. Go ahead, Al.
I have the verse that I wanted.
Go ahead. Come on, let's get it. Book Watch, if there any questions online? No sweat out.
All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 2.
I'm listening.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Mm-hmm.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
Okay.
For servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, who captives they were.
Mm-hmm.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Okay.
So my question was, if Israel's getting salvation, what is the definition of what these people these other nations who we will take? Because everyone says that God loves everybody and everybody's getting saved, but only Israel getting saved. And if we're going to take you, what is that called when we take?
I'll tell you exactly what it's called. It's called a career.
Okay.
These heathens is going to be getting lifelong careers in the kingdom. They're going to be, think about the careers we have. What careers we have that we boast in the white man's kingdom?
A bus driver.
He a bus driver. He drive buses like there's nobody's business. Right? I'm gonna give you a career. Something Glover is his name. There's the black astronaut who came back from that Artemis thing. He's the only brother or the only Israelite on the damn shuttle, right? It's him, a white woman, Asian, and a white man. And the brother is, I forget exactly what his accomplishments are, but he's very accomplished. The white woman is accomplished. The Asian is accomplished. The white man is like damn near a farmer. He's like nothing when you compare him to them. Right, I watched a little special on the whole Artemis thing before they went up. And they're going down the line to everybody. And I was like, well, damn, this white man, he got to be a genius. No. I don't know if they carry him there to sweep the floor. I don't know what the fuck they take him there for. But he ain't nowhere close to them. He don't have to be. This is his kingdom. The white woman is a second-class citizen in his kingdom. White supremacy doesn't have space for white women, which is why the women's liberation movement even started.
Okay.
Because their woman is not part of them. You look at Trump's cabinet, there's hardly any woman in there. You get the point? He recently showed the old woman because she got cancer. But outside of that, it's Hexet and the boys. It's a boys' club thing, right? They're going to have careers in the kingdom, Mark. They're going to be, outstanding, cotton pickers or shoe shiners, or come up with some way to, I don't know, take the skin off our cow, some easier way, just like we came up with easier ways to do tasks. You get the point? To do whatever we needed to serve them in. A lot of advancements came because we had to find a way to serve them better and easier and faster for us. They're going to have long careers. They're going to have a career. You asking, okay, the Bible says salvation is coming to us. We need to be saved from something right now. They don't. They in charge. They in their kingdom. We in their kingdom, but we have what? Careers. We got to go to school and get a business degree and learn engineering and become lawyers and doctors and, whatever. And we'll have careers. We have, in our career fields, we can't just be good. We have to be what? We have to be the best. That's what they say. It's not enough to be good. You have to be better than everybody and beyond. And even with that, you have to have what? A good social reputation. You could never, that Will Smith, if you notice Will Smith, he always smiling, never get angry, never. He built his career on being just so smiley and just, just good, just whatever. Meanwhile, Iron Man is an ex-con. Who else? The dude from Home Improvement, I think, is an ex-con. Who else? You're supposed to know all these actors that is just criminals. I mean, straight up and down jailbirds. You get the point? Go ahead.
I know an actor, and he was saying he was on the set with Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
It's like all of them Avengers, cokeheads.
They are big drug addicts. Now, Mark Wahlberg is a racist. That Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, That nigga is a KKK area nation racist, brother. He one of them men who make you bite the curb and kick the back of your head. Right? When he was younger, him and his crew beat some brother and blinded him, took his eyes out. But meanwhile, Mark Wahlberg is in Hollywood making all the goddamn money. This is his kingdom. In our kingdom, they're gonna have careers. And they don't in our kingdom, we ain't gonna have to be the best at anything. We don't have to be the best, but they're going to have to be the best. They're going to have to teach their children, you have to work twice as hard to get half the reward. That's what's going to happen for them in the kingdom. In the kingdom, their children are going to learn how to talk to a black officer. You understand? Because in our kingdom, when the officer come, put your hands on the steering, have your registration, and yes, officer, how you doing? In our kingdom, what up, though? I need to hear you say that. What's going on? Wagwan. If that wagwan and song is good enough, step out the vehicle. Step out the rascal car. Come on, step out. And you're going to have to learn to talk like me, devil. And you better be good at it. You better be very, very good at it. You get the point? You're going to have to learn code switching in the kingdom. You're going to have to learn code switching because we learn it. We learn it. Brothers, hell, you a brother, you live in the red. I ain't got to tell you. Why you don't talk to me like you talk to them? Yeah, talk to me with that telephone voice. I need that telephone voice. I need them to have that in the kingdom. I need them to have that in the kingdom. I need them to experience everything we experience here. I need somebody to invent some sort of lights, like police lights, that are invisible on a car. I don't even want the attachment. I want it to be invisible. And I want to drive behind them at night and flash it and see them panic. I need some glasses so I could see the panic in their chest, like they do to us. Like you ever drive and you see the lights, it's like, where the fuck this nigga come from? You trying to figure out where he come from. He following you with his lights off for about 2 miles. Oh, I know it happened to me already. Happened to me already, bro. Coming back from a Passover, I'm hauling ass to get back to the hotel. This time I think the hotel is in Philly. The Passover is in New York, brother. My oldest daughter saved my ass. She get up in the car. She was in the back. She get up and yawn and say, I need to use the bathroom. I said, that's why. Yeah, she'd have pissed herself. He said, you didn't see me behind you? I said, no, you didn't have your lights on. He said, yeah, I was following you. I said, this bastard. I'm at the side of whatever highway, the turnpike, dark as shit. He said, well, hey, there's one right there. I could escort you. I said, no, I'll find it. And I just kept driving out. I need them to feel that shit. I need them. That's what they're going to be in the kingdom, Mark. They're going to have extensive careers. That brother who came off of the Artemis, they said he's the first black man, I think, around in that part of space or out in the moons, around the moon, something like that. I forget what they say he is. They're going to be the first white man somewhere or the first Asian man doing something. They're going to have careers, brother. Like how they make careers sound good for us. You're going to have such a good career and you're going to have to do this. You just have to have this GPA. You got to have a PhD and a master's. You got to do this and do that. Meanwhile, the Chinese joint, they ain't got no degree and making all the money. No problem. In the Lord's kingdom, brother, I'm going to stretch them out. I'm going to give them standards to meet that they are going to pray and take 2 jobs and, drink a pot of coffee. And then when the kids come home, they're going to yell at the kids because they're frustrated, because they're trying to have a career. That's what they're going to get in the kingdom, Mark. While me and you just, travel to wherever, we're going to go see Shabbat for lunch. Bring 4 of them white people so we could ride them to Shabbat. Hurry up, go. And pull the cart. Jeremiah said he going to get them chicken toenails and chicken beaks to make a meal out of. Because he understood we had to make chicklings out of pork guts and oxtail. Think about what we was getting to make oxtail. Like, have you ever really eaten oxtail? Like, I mean, not the one that's a little bit better for the white man's consumption. There's no meat on that tail. I just want to let you know. You had to really get up in there to get that meat out of. Think about what you had. Think about how hungry you had to be to chop that up, season that shit, and cook it so it's so soft so the meat that's stuck onto the damn bone could come off. They're going to have careers. I'm going to give them careers. They're going to have it. And it's going to be mercy. Just like in our kingdom, they say what? America is so great. You could work hard and be anything you want to be. You just have to apply yourself. All right, nigga. Yeah. I'm going to let you apply yourself. Go ahead, please.
Wow. This is something that's always been on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's 12 tribes and it's 12 gates in the kingdom of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Are the handmaids and servants allowed inside the kingdom, sir?
The slaves allowed inside the white man's kingdom? So how you here?
Come.
Get the point?
Come.
They go, y'all haven't shipped out to water to what? Okay. We are in his kingdom. We are not in his kingdom. You understand? We're in his kingdom. We're not a part of his kingdom. Shapa, turn that switch on there too, please. We're not part of his kingdom. We don't partake in his kingdom. Like I sit and wonder how. Okay, I'm doing a little real estate, searching. All right, do your thing. Rock, just take the door for the brother. All right, doing a little real estate research. All right, in the DC area. Anybody knows how much is a studio in DC? I'm not talking on the outskirts, southeast, northeast. I'm talking about just DC.
$1,850.
That's real. That's if you're fortunate. Come on.
Like I heard this Edomite saying, this is real affordable. It's only about $3,500.
$3,500 is probably a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom. But a studio, say again? Brother, a studio is about $2,200 in DC proper. Go ahead.
If I may, I was not too long ago, maybe like 5 months ago, was looking online.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, stuff like that.
Apartments or houses? Apartments?
This is apartments.
Okay.
This is apartments, but it was like $1,800, $1,700, $1,500. But I'm thinking like, damn, I'm like in DC, because I know, what we looking for. I'm like in DC, $1,800, $2,000 for a 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom. I'm gonna say that don't make no sense.
Right.
I go into the details. This is per person. It's per person. I said, oh nah.
Yeah. Now, the per person is 4 white people or 3 white people. How are they able to afford that and still be on U Street or Adams Morgan or Georgetown spending $60 on dinner with friends? Who knows how?
Just as you said, we're in their kingdom, but we're not in their kingdom. They are in their kingdom, so their pay is something that we would never ever
Thank
see.
you, brother. Thank you. There's no amount of extra degrees or hours to make you afford that. They get paid something you will never get paid. That's why now, okay, long ago, salary for a job was public, damn near public. You would see it. Now, the culture is you don't discuss the salary because what they're paying, Jennifer, and you and her working the same thing. That's not what you getting. Your sisters know it. Yeah, they say that in concert. That's not what you getting. You not getting that. So you was like, holy fuck, you live where? How much is the rent? Their apartment rent is more than your mortgage are. And they want to meet you for drinks. Where? Who says Salaki? Aradia?
Come on, sir. Like if I could, sir. DC doesn't have poor white people, unlike other cities.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit after the COVID, you might have seen a couple of them on medians begging for change. The homeless ones, but they don't even count. But there's no such thing.
I don't even think them real. I think them is CIA operatives. Them white boys don't look like they hurt. They don't miss no teeth. That's all I'll check. You go to Baltimore, them crackheads missing teeth. Them white boys who on the media and talking about help a vet. You got better dental than me.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, that was it, sir. That was it. They're
not paying them. Go ahead.
Salaki, sir. There's no poor white people. There's no poor white people in DC.
Yeah, they're not making the same, right? They in their kingdom, man. We're gonna be in ours, We're gonna be. I want them to feel what we feel. I want them to be able to look at us and wonder how we can afford to live there, and we have the same job. I want that whole psychological damage. You all ever heard of the model minority? You ever heard of the model minority? Because look it up. When you'll get a chance, go type in General Yahanna model minority. He did a whole documentary on the thing about 3 years ago. And brother, this shit brought me back even to Trinidad because it's damn near the same thing. Just look, give me a definition of the model minority, Bukwash, if you have.
The model minority is a stereotype commonly applied to Asian Americans, characterizing them as a polite, law-abiding, high-achieving group.
Right? It is a stereotype that they apply to Asian Americans, characterizing them as what?
As polite, law-abiding, and high-achieving group that has achieved social economic success through hard work and assimilation.
Right? That they work hard and they assimilated into America. And that's what you grew up in school thinking, right? The Asians is what? Good at math, right? Yes, Amo?
Often contrast with other minorities.
And it's compared to other minorities. How many of you all ever had parents tell you, why can't you be like the Asian and do your work? Or why can't you be like this one? You know what I'm talking about. Brother, Commander Yahanna did the research. I tell you, go look it up. Look it up. I'll probably look for it now and put the link in the chat. The general did the research out. That was a government propaganda to take every civil rights benefit away from black people. The Asians were not smart. They were not hardworking. They were given grants to come over here. They were given extra support. They were pushed over the line academically. And then they start putting so much pressure on them, some of the students started killing themselves. They're not smart. But look up the Bernie Mac clip. I might have just pull the clip, the damn documentary up. There's a clip in Bernie Mac where he went to, you might have to look the documentary up to find the clip because it's hard to find that clip now. Look the documentary up with Commander Yahanna, the model minority. Bernie Mac went to this Asian neighbor's house and he has, the 3 kids and the little boy talks Spanish, but not fluent. So he says something in Spanish. Then the Chinese girl rattle off a whole thing in Spanish. Then she said, oh, she knows Spanish too. The Asian father say, yeah, she speaks 8 different languages. He look at the boy like, what the fuck is wrong with you? The girl doing something, the other Asian kid doing some other amazing thing. And they looked at him like, what the hell is wrong with you? And it shows you how much pressure the black families put on the black kids because of the image, the illusion that these heathens are smarter and more dedicated and more focused. Why can't you be like them? And so I think about how many thousands, probably millions of our children don't get damaged psychologically because you're looking at this slanty-eyed bastard and you cannot understand how he's acing this test until you just what? You just yield and say, well, hey, show me how to do this. And then what happens does he show you? Does he ever show you how to do it?
You realize that he's not smarter than you.
Okay, some people do, most people don't. But does the Asian or the heathen ever show you?
No.
And you thinking, what do you think then when he doesn't show you? What do you think?
Something's wrong with me, sir.
Something's wrong with you, or what else? You be like, damn, why he can't show me? They're keeping it for themselves. He ain't showing you because he don't fucking know. He's playing the role. He's stupid. You understand how evil this kingdom is, Zach? You thinking Asians is just smart at math. Hidden colors. There was no Asians working for NASA sending them to the moon. It was black women. It was the first computers. What smart Asian you talking about? It's not them. You found the clip, Bukash? No sweat. I'm just look it up. Look up model minority. It's a whole thing with Bernie Mac. Go ahead.
Like by me, I always bring this up with the mongoloid word and everything when I'm explaining. I use Asians a lot of times as an example. But one of the examples when I say like you ever seen them drive a car and make a split-second decision? They're horrible at it. I
mean, brother, they're horrible at life. They're horrible at life, brother. They don't know what food is like. They don't understand that. And they're not polite and well behaved. They beat the shit out of their women. I mean, beat the brother. My I put up a tape on the DC channel, brother. This nigga was straight volley kicking this bro in the head, and somebody filming. I mean, but this is government propaganda against us. So in the kingdom, brother, they're gonna have careers, and they're gonna wonder how these little, cornroad kids is so smart. They're gonna wonder how and we really gonna be smart. That's the thing. We really gonna, because we smart right now. We brilliant right now. Go ahead, Bukash.
Just go over what Shapa was saying. I was thinking the stereotype of Asians can't drive. Till I went to China, and I'm like, what the?
It's not a stereotype.
It wasn't everybody.
Yeah, it's true.
Couldn't drive over there.
Yeah, it's true. It's
everybody. It's like
it is what it is. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
In the playoff of Exodus 22:16, when it says if a man entice a woman, like speak game to him, over there they got a mean culture where they just kidnap a woman.
Oh, well, it ain't just them. It ain't just them. Like, the more I watch these documentaries on these heathens, I realize they really hate women, and all the societies are homosexual. That's why they beat up women and do all kind of shit. Marriage before was rape. You could just take a woman and force her, and that's yours. Which is why in the Bible, the Hamites took Dinah, which was the sister to the 12 brothers, and raped her. The prince raped her and then came to negotiate after to say, this is my wife. That's the way of the world. Our people is the real romance, even though, of course, I don't want to call it that. But really spitting game to a broad and a sister seducing a man is an Israelite thing. That's an Israelite thing. It's not, even our arranged marriages is not that shit. Even here, like UPK, we'll send her out with the white corsage. This is all on you. In the Bible, remember, after Benjamin done got slaughtered, the tribes came together and said, listen, man, we had to bring Benjamin back. We're going to have a dance or a feast. And we're going to have the eligible sisters come out and they're going to dance. And if these Benjamites could spit game to them, they have wives. Like, it didn't say whoever could take her, knock her over the head and have sex with her. You still had to go up there and do something. And if you could get her, you have her. No, that's fair. But the heathens did not like that. They're not like that. Somebody had their hand up? Let's move on to if anything else, if there's any other questions, all right?
So.
All right, I'll take it. So hold on, Sulaki. You had your hand up, You sure? Go ahead,
It was one time I was on a bus. This was years ago, like 2009, 2010. And
okay,
an Asian guy, you know how when you come in front of somebody, y'all both like face to face, but somebody got to move to the side.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to move to the side, and the old Asian guy, he was like, out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just said, like, just out of the way. Like
rude.
Very rude.
Rude.
Very rude. Yeah.
But the propaganda is that they respectful, right? Yeah, we all know hurry up and buy, or howie, because they can't say R. Yeah. In the kingdom, I'll make every word have R's in it for the Asian community. Yeah. worry, rushed. They can't say R. If you notice, it's howie up and by. It's not hurry. It's howie up and by. You get the point? I'm Salaki. I meditate these things, Zaki. I'm Salaki. All right. Go ahead, brother. Quickly.
Salaki, sir. When I was in middle school, I had an Asian friend. I think he was Cambodian. His name was Sari. He went to his country and he brought me back a present.
Okay.
Which was it was a piggy bank, right? But it was a monkey.
Yeah. So it's a monkey bank, is it? It's not.
I didn't even know until later, as I grew, I realized.
Yeah, he played it.
Correct.
And that's how they are. Like but listen, we are a genuine people. Like, you accept it, not looking at it, because in your eyes, this is your friend.
Correct.
Brother. Now, listen to this. Think about, that's how you was raised. Be nice to everybody, be kind, because we come from a people wasn't nice to us. So we teach our kids to be nice to other people. What is his parents telling him? For him to go buy that and give it to you. They're going to have careers in the kingdom. They're gonna have careers. I want the average lifespan to be 47 for some of these heathens because they're so stressed out trying to meet my standard. I'm gonna mark things wrong that are correct. How many of you all know about that shit? You do a test, you study, and you swear this is right, and then this thing is wrong, and you're like, hold up. No, you didn't carry the one. Remember this rule. That's what the rule says. Come back, see me tomorrow. And they just keep deferring you. And your shit is, you failed, or you get a C or some shit. Yeah, I'm going to gaslight the hell out of them, because they're doing it to us. Go ahead.
When I was in Esau's military, I was in a class and we was breaking codes and whatnot. And they gave us, they told us if you can break this code, you tell us what the key is. And if you can prove it, you get the answer right, right? So that was like 80%. If you got the right, code breaker is 80% of the test, right? So I get the test back, I failed. I'm like, yo, what the hell? And it was like, well, prove that it was this and not this. So I went through the whole steps and proved that I had it right. It was like, well, the answer key says is this, so is not this.
Yeah, listen, even them giving you the extra step to prove it or fight it, we so genuine, we actually think we can prove it. The decision is already made. You could bring Christ and the angels down to be a witness that you are right. Nah, that's the oppressor. There's brothers in prison locked up right now where somebody has confessed to the crime. Somebody lead them to the bodies. The evidence is on the other person, and they wouldn't let the first nigga go. This is who you're dealing with. You get the point? On to Jada Pinkett, Ho Smith. All right. So Jada Pinkett said something today. You have the video, Bukwash? All right. Let me know where you have it. All right. Any other questions, you'll put them in. If not, we continue. Go ahead. You can't get on YouTube or something? Oh boy. Okay, we'll leave her up on the screen. Try to find another one. Send it to yourself. Just leave her up on the screen. You could zoom in right there. Right. So she said today, could you zoom in? Could you all see the people online? All right. If not, just leave it right. Yeah, right there's good. That's good. I think that's good. I think this is just a picture, I don't even think this is a video. Is this the video? Okay. Let's get the volume up.
So if I gotta look like the adulterous wife to make sure you're good, I'm gonna do it. Y'all. I learned how to love myself and not leave Will on the side of the road. And I hadn't learned how to love Will and not leave myself on the side of the road.
Oh, brother, there's more. You gotta find the longer one out. So listen, she goes on to say, so when this thing happened, she decided to leave herself on the side of the road so that Will doesn't have to, be in pain or some shit. So that, and then she goes on to say, so if that means I play the role of the adulterous wife, then so be it. As if the bitch didn't commit adultery on the brother. And you hear the hoes all snapping and, doing all that shit. Brother, I'm trying to tell you, especially this younger generation, the witchcraft is is at an all-time high. Oh, it's woe to them that call evil good and good evil. Like it's rough right now because she's gonna spin this, and this could just be some publicity stunt because she ain't getting no traction in Hollywood no more. Nobody don't really like her as much no more. They ain't taking her that damn serious. Will's still getting royalties from his movies, so he gonna be good. But this type of woman, and this is not just for Jada Pinkett, it's in the title because of who she is and what she just said. But this type of woman, brother, you pray that brothers are delivered from. And sisters never, ever aspire to be like Because this is, put up a picture again, please. Because this here is a whore. This is a slut of all sluts, a whore of all whores. This broad is broken from before Will Smith. She's been broken. She's no good. But you wouldn't know it until later on. And that's because Will himself is what? Who knows?
Weak.
Not strong. You're right. I'll give him a hand. You're paying attention. Will himself is a weak man because he had a woman already and he left her for this slut because he felt he needed to have this slut. He didn't want to stay in that marriage and nourish it continuously and have a lifetime of and perfect it over a lifetime. He wanted this whore, and this whore done, I mean, brother, she done kissed him with the same mouth that August was in. You know what I mean? Like, he done kissed her. Imagine that shit. And August is what, half the age? He's the son's age? Like, a woman like this, brother, you want to pray that brothers get delivered from, never get to have to experience, and make sure sisters never see her in a way that is aspiring or impressive at all. It's shame or horror. What do you have for me up there? All right, let me hear it.
Speak my truth.
Oh,
but I'm also going to protect you.
What's that there? Who caused that?
So if I got to...
Don't none of you all ever say that them words to me. This is just my truth, sir. Don't never say that shit to me. Never. Ever. I'm going to begin to tilt the floor under your feet like this so you could slide the fuck out of here. This is the home of the truth. Not my truth or your truth or his truth or her truth. This is the truth that we all yield to. What the fuck is your truth? Well, I'm just speaking my truth. Go outside and talk that shit. Go outside and talk. Say that thing there. Because if it's your truth, guess what it's not? It's not the truth. We don't need none of that in here. We've all came from our truth in the world. And my truth was absolutely horrible. It was horrible. And I found the truth and I was like, I'm letting that shit go. This shit it doesn't matter. Keep going now.
Like, well, I'm going to have to speak my truth, but I'm also going to protect you. So if I got to look like the adulterous wife.
How do you look like the adulterous wife? When you on TV, you see if you could find the other clip or somebody could find it where she said August made her feel things she never felt before. She said that to Will Smith's face and he had to sit there. Brother, I'll wait until she do 6 months, Akim. And I'll call somebody who's reputable and request her. And if that brother tells me no, I know I need to do better or she's not good enough. But that shit, I never want to experience. A wise man told me long ago, there's some things you don't recover from. There's some things, it changes who the fuck you are. And dealing with a stuff like that, it could damage you out. It could damage. Now imagine Will, you'll notice since that Red Table, Will didn't make a blockbuster ever. He make a rap record, which was shit. He makes some slave movie. A slave movie is like a, it's like a free throw. It's going to score. Anybody seen the movie in here? I mean, if you all did, just raise your hand. I just want to show the ratio. There's one person. It's not a big deal if you see it or not. Yeah, he made some record, and it's horrible. Because that thing destroyed him, Mark. Everybody heard his wife talk about how good another man felt. Brother, I can't even, it's hurting me just to even talk about this shit. God damn, Will. It's rough. Keep going.
To make sure you're good, I'm going to do it. Yeah. So, and that wasn't the case. but I wanted him to
What
be
does it say in the
okay.
back? I am, you are, we are what? Worthy. I think the H needs to be in front of the W. Yeah, this is a whore convention she's talking to here. Keep going. That's it? There's more.
Now, also in that moment, two things. As I'm moving forward, I'm also moving backwards. Because of what I realized at that moment, I got in my martyrdom bag. And what that is for me is I hadn't quite learned how to love myself and not leave Will on the side of the road. And I hadn't learned how to love Will and not leave myself on the side of the road.
I feel great. Okay, I got my new boo in the bed.
Oh yeah, I guess that's the end of the clip. There's no more of it, right?
Salaki, sir, if I could.
Go ahead, up.
Every time that she goes viral or make her little fake comeback with her fake deep speech, she always dogging Will Smith. It's never not one time that she just don't do this.
Because he's weak.
Predicated on her.
Yeah, he's weak. He's a weak man. He's a weak. Okay, it's a psychology with Eve, right? Ideally, she'll grow up with a father, and she will have a healthy fear of her father because she know her father will kick her ass if she out of line. And as she grows into an adult, that fear becomes respect. It's no longer a fear because he's not going to put his hands on the adult because it's different now. It's not a child. It becomes respect. And then that father gives her over to a man who takes his place. And he has to be the type of man to command that type of fear/respect. Where she could be angry, but this is her father. Or that's daddy. She'll hold her tongue or whatever. That bitch don't look at Will like that. She looks at him as a chump, which he is. You get the point? Like it's down there. She wants to know that she had to be in a position where, I ain't gonna do it. I don't know what the fuck he'll do. It's like that. Like her mind is gonna wonder what you'll do. You mightn't do nothing. And in some cases, brother, that's worse than doing something. You understand? You might be the type of brother that's coming and you did well. Okay. And you don't say nothing. And she'll do what after a while? What will she do? Say something. You're not talking to me. I don't know. I'm going crazy. Even that's a punishment. You get the point? But she has to have that type of, I can't go too far with this nigga here because, and it's reciprocated. I have to control myself with this sister here because like it has to be like that. It's not like that with her. You get the point? Go ahead.
And it's serious because didn't her daughter write a letter talking to Tupac or something like that, talking about how much her mother cried about Tupac, and like this is her father, you know what I mean? She undermining her father. I forgot who the letter was addressed to.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But you remember the daughter was 13 or 14 years old with a grown man in her bed. There's a picture of them on the internet. He topless and she on him. The whole family is broken. And that's what happens when you marry a whore. When you get married to somebody, just understand this. For brothers and sisters, you're not marrying the person. You're marrying everything that comes with them. You're marrying her mother and her father. You're marrying his mother and his father and his crazy brothers and everything. Everything. You're marrying their current health situation. You marrying the diabetes nobody know they have. You marrying the mental disorder that is going to deteriorate with age. This is something they have. It's clinical. They have it. They don't know they have it yet, but it's going to deteriorate with age. And by the time they, 20, 30 years pass, you are going to have to be their caregiver. You're marrying all of that. But if your mind is just on, sex for the next 3 months so you could post pretty pictures, you're a dummy. You get the point? Will didn't consider she was a whore when he got her. He didn't consider that thing. He wanted to have a woman. What do brothers in the world want to have in that woman? I'll get to you for time's sake. A woman that every man wants. That's dangerous. If that's what drives you in deciding a woman, oh, she a bad broad, I know I'm gonna kill him with her. You probably should stay far away from somebody's daughter. You should stay far away. If the thought of other men come into your mind as you consider her, call for counsel. Even if it's when they see her, they'll think I'm the man. Even if it's that, just call for counsel and say, Salaki, so I like this sister here, but in my head, I just know I'll be the man because when the men see her, okay. So what is it about these men that drives you? This might be something. Typically, most brothers, they get a woman and she's a best kept secret. She's like a concealed carry weapon. Nobody can see her. Nobody don't have access to her and all of that type of shit. You get the point? None of all of that. Nah, she's not for everybody. She's for me. She's not for everybody. You get the point? And that sister already has to be like that in her mind. It's not necessarily something you want to have to convert to. You want to look for it, like shopping for a car. It comes with those things. You know how to drive off the lot, then go upgrade it with, other parts. You don't want to get it already like that. Get it? Will didn't take his time. He didn't. All right. Let me get to some of these precepts before we go. Give me Proverbs 23 and 27.
Like I have this clip.
Oh yeah, brother. Look at Will. Oh, brother. I don't know what they paid him for this one. But if he did this for free because he thought this was good, like slapping Chris Rock, if he thought that was good, Will needs help. Will needs a lot of mental evaluation. He probably need Hebrew Academy. He probably needs something to just toughen him to fuck up. Because I don't want to say what I want to say, but she deserved it. That's if it happened, she deserved it. Go ahead,
Salaki, sir. As you were talking, and I heard you say, she said he made her feel some way that I believe that Will is he goes both ways, and I think he told her that, and in return, she's doing this.
Well, okay, this is the thing about a whore and a woman. A woman hates an effeminate man. They can't be around him. It's because a woman is competitive by nature. The sisters will tell you. And he is competing for her spot. And it's disgusting to her that you think you could be me. That's a woman, like an actual, real feminine woman. A whore will hang with a faggot. She'll entertain him because she's a slut. If a broad finds out her man is on the down low, she'll just leave. She's not going to stay and have sex with somebody to get back at him. How is having sex with another man getting back at him? He gay. Unless you're telling me he liked August. If that's what you're trying to say, then that's a whole other thing I never even considered. But she's a whore. She's a slut. If Will Smith was a extremely masculine, dominant, if he was Joe Jackson and slapping her, she'd have fucked August. If he was Michael Jackson and moonwalking, she'd have had sex with August. If he was Usher, if he was Evander Holyfield, if he was Kermit the Frog, she'd have had sex with that boy. He's a whore. She's a whore. Why does a dog eat the food that's left out on a plate? Why does a dog? They give a pet dog and somebody knocked on the door and you're like, oh shit, put your food down, whatever you like. And you go to the I'm just getting your personal experience. I want to kill that dog. I had a Rottweiler, boy, that's my dog. I go into the front gate, let my homie, and I come back, brother. The whole curry is gone. Everything, the pumpkin, every fucking thing. And he just looking at me, brother. Oh, brother, I saw death. I saw blood. It's coming back to me now. I would have hung that dog. Yeah, I would have, brother. I would have hung him. I'd have hung him, Mark. I would have hung him. If that homie wasn't there, brother. Oh my God, I don't know what would have stopped me. I don't know what would have stopped me. But that dog is going to eat whatever's on that plate. He a dog. He licks his ass in him. You understand what I'm saying? He'll put his leg up and lick his ass. What make you think he ain't gonna eat good food on the plate? She's a whore. There's nothing that makes her do it. That's who she is. You eat because you're hungry, right? Not because, you know, somebody treated you bad or this person treated me bad. She's a whore. Go ahead and play the tape up.
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
And even though she say August,
yeah.
even though she say August, Doc, if a woman is comfortable calling another man name around you, just understand what's going on. She didn't say with him. That would have been a sign that she is remorseful. You know, with him or with the individual, or why you making me talk about? She's saying it like, well, it was nothing. I just, you know, something with August. Fuck, you so comfortable saying this nigga name around me like that? Go ahead.
It's not like she did it before. She's like, nigga, you know what's up.
Oh, you know, it was not one off, you know, it was regular. Right. You know, she was, you know, July, August, and September. Keep going.
Entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely. I was in a lot of pain and I was very broken. Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself.
You found a penis. You can't find happiness, but you found a penis outside yourself. You slut. Keep going.
So I'm in the Jada position right now. So you know, you during that time launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good.
Brother, play that last part again. Let's play that last part again.
It had been
before.
Feel like
right there.
You were looking.
I'll tell you when to pause. Keep the mouth
I
right
just
there.
wanted to feel good.
Just pull it back a little bit.
To feel good.
Pull it back a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah, right there.
Just wanted to feel good.
Okay, pull it back.
Just wanted to.
You see that look up? Pull it back again now. Pull it back some more. Go pull the cursor back. So I'll tell you when to stop. All right, go ahead.
I just wanted.
Up. See that? What's she looking for? Brother, even talking about this nigga, she has to take her mind somewhere else. Like, she's like, I just wanted to feel, and she's now reminiscing on the feel good. And she's saying this to him, and he's taking it. It's rough. Come on, Shapat.
Like if I may, it wouldn't have surprised me if she just took his testes out on, just put them on the table. Right then, there, just cut them off.
Might as well, right?
You might as well.
Might as well.
Right then,
I don't know what he need them for.
I hadn't felt like that for so long.
Yeah, that's rough. This is Will Smith. This is the premier actor in Hollywood after maybe Denzel. This is, I mean, he can probably rival Denzel when you think about box office hits. This is, you know, $100 million video man, movie man. No. Go keep playing now. Come on, quickly.
Like he really the definition of that first movie he volunteered to do. That's 6 degrees of separation. He is really
again, he's a weak man. He's an absolute weak man, and he played a whole sodomite in that one. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
To feel good. It had been so long.
That there again.
Feel good.
When she says stop.
It had been so long.
There. Stop. Just keep it right there. The first one, I needed to feel good. She looks up because she needed to feel good. Then the next time, it's been so long. I don't know if she's talking about time or she's talking about August. But she's talking about something very long that she liked. Like she closed her eyes and looked down like, boy, when I tell you there's drink, think about it. But I tell you, bro, you see this girl, she's bad. She is in pleasure with this young cat and he has to take it. He has to take it out. Let me get Proverbs 23 and 27. Somebody out there?
Emotional
Go ahead,
damage.
Go ahead, man. Give him the mic, please.
She was enjoying telling him.
Say it again,
It looks like she was enjoying rubbing it in.
Of course she was, Of course she was. Because the demon in her wants to destroy him. The demon that's in a whore wants to destroy a man. You understand? And there's a demon in you that recognizes the demon in a whore. That's why you'll find each other. Out of everybody, how the hell she find you? Out of everybody, she can find another brother? There's something in you that her demon is compatible with. If you find each other like a plug and a socket, you'll find each other. He likes whores, she's a whore. Done deal. You're going to find each other. Always. Give me Proverbs 23 and 27 quickly.
Proverbs.
No sweat, go ahead,
Proverbs chapter 23, verse 27. For a whore is a deep ditch.
Say it again.
For a whore is a deep ditch.
Say it one more time.
For a whore is a deep ditch.
Go ahead.
And a strange woman is a narrow pit.
And a strange woman is a narrow pit. What's a deep ditch? A ditch is like a hole in the ground that's muddy. And it's just a big hole that's there. And it's deep. But a whore is a deep ditch. This is perfect. Give me that whore on the screen now. Keep that bitch up there. She is a deep ditch because till this day, Will Smith is not the man he was before. You understand? People respect OJ more than Will Smith. Feel that. You get the point? People respect. Will Smith is a punk internationally. He's a punk. For this and then going after Chris Rock. He's a weak man. He's not able to regain himself. He's not able to regain Hollywood. If you notice, he's not the premier dude anymore. He's not that thing. I wonder how much his streams dropped off. I would dare to find that out. I don't know if you could find that out, but I would dare to know how many people is watching Independence Day, Men in Black again. Maybe young kids, but I think people were so sick of him because of this. And it's because of her, because she's a whore. It's a deep ditch that you fall in and you can't get out of because you wanted this whore. Keep going.
She also lieth in wait as for a prey.
Say it again.
She also lieth in wait as for a prey.
She lieth in wait as for a prey. Like you think you bagging her, brother. She's bagging you. She laid in that house and waited until she could talk to August. August coming there to check that little weird ass boy they got. Somehow August make it into her mouth. I don't know how he reached from that boy room to in her mouth. That's she plotted on this boy, which means what? She is a sexual predator, which more than likely means she was molested early. And if you ain't gotta find it, you could go look up the interview with her mother. Her mother is another whore, old whore. And she learned that whole thing from them and teaching it to the little daughter too. They're just a whole broken family. And brother, you have to stay away from somebody like this. Sisters, you all have to, what's the word? Shun, ostracize a bitch like this. I don't care how pretty the world says she is. Don't give her a voice in your circles. Don't co-sign shit. She crack a joke, take a sip. Don't laugh at her shit. Just freeze her the fuck out. because this shit here can't thrive in the earth. Right. Because there's some little girl looking at Jada Pinkett and thinking she's ugly, and Jada Pinkett is so pretty because she has Will Smith and wanting to be her. You can't have that. That's the other part of talking to them about sex and risk. You have to give them, you have to redefine what's ugly and what's pretty, what's desirable and what's just nasty. And you have to teach them how to look. You have to, you got to redo it. You ever see the experiment with the dolls, with the black dolls and the white dolls? You might want to look it up. It's a famous experiment in the tribe of Judah, in the community of the tribe of Judah, also with Benjamin, where they laid these dolls out of various shades of brown until white. And the babies all picked the darker shades as evil and ugly, and the pretty ones as white and blonde hair. And these were also black babies, black kids. And it shows the psychological damage. So you now have to go, okay, you got to ask yourself, where do they get the idea that the darker skin or the ones with the kinky hair is ugly or criminal or evil, and the Barbie looking ones is good? They get that from TV because TV shows every criminal, every evil character is a dark color. Every hero is blonde and white. Every bank robber wears dark clothes. They're programming. So you now have to reprogram them. You got to teach them now that this is ugly Barbie. They'll be like, why is it ugly? You see that blonde dog hair? Look at your hair. Look how nice and oily. And you got to reprogram them and make them see what you see. You have to do it, because if you don't do it, they don't see what they see. They see what TV tells them. You get the point? So similarly here, we have to redefine what beauty is, Ak. And beauty is, it's in the Apocrypha. We'll teach you what beauty is in a second. But this is not beauty. And he is not masculine. You understand? Keep reading.
And increaseth the transgressors amongst them.
Read it one more time. Read it one more time from the top.
It's Proverbs chapter 23, verse 28. She also lieth in wait as for a prey, and increaseth the transgressors among men.
And she increaseth the transgressions among men. I don't know if Will put hands on August or August put hands on Will, but it could have went there. But he did put hands on Chris Rock, and he didn't fuck Jada. He should have. He probably still could. She opened for business. But a woman like this will increase transgressions among men because she having sex with everybody. Everybody. Cardi B having sex with Offset, the football player. Then she went from the football player to somebody else, and now back to the football player. Right or wrong? Am I wrong? I ain't lying, right? And that's who we know about. Before Tory Lanez had that incident with Megan Thee Stallion, how many of you all knew Megan Thee Stallion was having sex with so much people? Everybody thought, Megan was just this young, halfway gangster female rapper. What's going on now?
I have the thing.
Okay, no sweat. Just keep the volume down for me, all right? Everybody thought she was this, halfway gangster rapper from Houston and relatively clean. Brother, that Tory Lanez thing came out, brother, and the list was short of who she wasn't fucking. Like, brother, this brother was having sex with everybody, Ak. Everybody. Like, you have to discourage people from, you have to discourage them from that thing. You got to teach them what it is. This, was he bro? The light-skinned one, she be hanging out with that Taylor Swift girl. I forget her name. She was a singer, a rapper. Something red. Ice Spice. I'm saying red. Salah. I forget. Too much of them. I remember having to tell my daughters that Ice Spice was trash. And I could see the struggle because she had music. And I had to pull up a video of her on stage with her ass out. I say, what do you think about how she's dressed? Say she shouldn't dress like that. I say, why? Because your body is special. And you know, they're giving me back the answers, but they can't correlate it because the programming is so hard. So you have to show it to them. Once they saw the video, they realized she was trash. There's no more really fantasy with Ice. When I say fantasy, I mean they're listening to music and enjoying it with Ice Spice. You get the point? You damn near have to show it to them. You can't be angry with them because it's multi-million dollars behind the radio. They're going to get influence. You can't flip on them for being influenced because to them, it's just music. This is a singer. They don't see what you see. So when they see it, now you got to go to war and break it down and show them what's what. Go ahead, Shapak.
It was a more local. It was a recent double unaliving.
Mm-hmm.
They kept playing on the news with 2 Metro workers.
Oh, I forget about that.
And but they weren't telling everybody, which we all know is
it was over a woman. They said it on the news though.
Oh, they did say
they did say it on the news. When it first happened, they just said this was a targeted thing, and they didn't know they knew each other. Then they said, okay, they knew each other. Then they said it appears to be over a woman. Because one of them, I think he shot the other one, then killed himself, right? And who ain't get shot? And what's she doing now, you think? She thinking about how long she didn't feel good. See, that's what she said. She said, how long? And she looked down, eh? The longing up, like how feeling good was up. Because when she feel good is up, the eyes rolling back. But the long, she increased the transgression among men. Now, listen, it's laughable now, but a brother who's in it, it's painful. He don't have a soul, he don't have a spirit, because he done tied his spirit to this slaughter. And it's rough to listen to that and watch somebody else, and who knows what that Metro worker find out. He probably find, in the age of the phone, people record themselves. What if he found that broad with this nigga on the phone? I learned very young, don't be the man that has to see it going in. This is for the brothers. Don't be the man that has to see it going in. There's no difference between thinking she's a whore and knowing. There's literally no difference. The stress you're under, the anxiety, the suspicion, it's the same. So why, if the signs are there, brothers, call for counsel and get told what to do. But don't be the brother that, nah, and you have to see it. You may not recover from seeing it. You may not recover. You might hear her make songs you never heard her make before. Like, I'm sure Will never heard "You Make Me Feel So Good" and Look Up. You understand? Don't be that person. Just leave the whores. Come in here and get a sister in here, brother. Come in here. Listen, if she have whore in her, she ain't gonna survive her. You might see her 2-3 classes and you'll be, whatever happened to that sister? You'll be like, who? They gotta go back and scroll about 30 times to find some picture where the bitch somewhere sneaking in between 2 righteous sisters. And I'll have to convince myself, Meshach, don't tell them to delete the picture. Don't tell them to delete the picture. And I'll find a way to get rid of the picture any fucking way, because I don't want no memory or no slut around. You get the point? But you don't want to have that, brother. You just come in here, be strong, be disciplined, and wait. The Lord will deliver you something that's made of gold. Just take your time. Leave the trash at the side of the road. Remember, she said it. She said, it's interesting how bitches made for the streets. And said she's for the streets? No, she's saying she's at the side of the road. That's interesting. Huh? She said I had to leave myself at the side of the road. She's for the streets. That's it. That's for the streets. Make sure you don't get one of those. Let me get some more. Where we at? 27, 28?
29, sir.
No, I think we don't need 29. Give me Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. All right. Give me Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. Shapati Yahanna? Come on, let me hear it.
It's just
come on with it.
Christ have this, the class is circling around right back to, you just got to be strong. from the question he asked to the you know, the title of the class.
Oh yeah, listen, strength is everything. I'm trying to tell you, bro, because a bro that is a whore, you got to remember what's feeding her is the attention. Even it's like a drug to her, and she's bringing her A game to get the drug. Just like if you was trying to get food, or you have a favorite food spot, you'll drive 10, 15 miles for. You'll burn more gas than if you just stayed home and cook. But this food is so good, you're going to get it. When she comes for you, she done checked all angles. She see the type of woman you're with or the woman you like. And she done check your temperature to see what you really like. She's going to become that thing. She's going to be right there. And it's going to be the time where you really need the attention. She's going to be there. And if you're not strong, brother, you're going to marry a whore. And when I say marry, I mean have sex. I'm using the word marry because people don't think sex is marriage. But if you're not strong, you're going to marry a whore. You're going to marry everybody's woman. You're going to go into a woman that somebody else was in less than 24 hours ago. That's what you have to have in your head. You get the point? Just come up in here and get something that nobody touched. Just get something that's brand new. Nobody ever touched her. Nobody's seen her. Nobody's seen this broad. Hold on. Right? You come up in here and you get a broad that nobody has access to. And you do your time because it took time to build her. It took time. What you getting, you're not getting all the traumas and the problems she's had before. That's done been dealt with. So why not just wait? Just wait and do it the right way. Or you could be a topic like Will. Because the whore, if it's one thing a whore gonna do, she gonna turn the phone on and talk about you. Talk about you and show the screenshots and talk about how you like things in your ass. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, right? But that's a slaughter. That's a whore. That's why she did it to him. That's why she was down with it. Some sister here is like, they gonna look at you like, that's what you want? Okay. And call. Go ahead.
There's a question online.
Come on.
Zavalawan 144 says, "Are we allowed to get 2 ribs at once in the school after doing working time?"
Brother, you could get 100. When you say 2 words at once, that at once is tripping. What do you mean at once, sir? Explain to me the at once. All right. Move it. What's his name?
Zavalawan 144.
Okay, that's the Balawam. That is not Zabalawan. I would take it as a typo, but these things are queuing too because of the bots. All right, the little bots are queuing to these things. I don't know what 2 ribs at once mean. You had to expound on at once. All right, expound on at once. What do you mean by at once? Let's carry on. Give me what's this ask for? Ecclesiasticus what? 26. Give me 26 and hold on. I'll tell you it. Start at 25. Give me 25 and 16. Real quick. Somebody read it through real quick.
Come, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, verse 25.
25 and 16.
Come, and 16.
Mm-hmm.
Come, sir. Verse 16. As the sun.
Give me Ecclesiasticus 25 and 16.
Oh, 25 and 16. Salaki, sir.
25 and 16.
Come, sir. Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
That's why he went to attack Chris Rock. Because that to him made more sense than dealing with this whore. Keep my wife's name out of your mouth. You should have kept August out her mouth. Get the point? That's what you should have did. Keep going.
Okay. The wickedness of a woman changes her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
Now understand this, Akim. I remember Commander Yahanna said this years ago. I was a young officer and I laughed. As I'm older, I get to understand what he said. He said, these broads you'll be watching, you young brothers, I look at them and I see a ghoul. He said, I see a thing that's limping and bent and twisted. You'll look at all that long hair and the eyelash and the makeup and you'll think she bad. Brother, if you could see her for what she really is, that's it. And brother, he did not lie. He did not lie. What you think is a body is not. That's not. If you're in here long enough, you'll be able to just look at her and be like, this is a nasty hoe. This bitch is a drug addict. She has alcohol problems. She needs to go get a mental evaluation. You'll be able to see it. You just see it. Get the point? Keep going.
Okay. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly.
That's Will. If you all saw his face at the end of this, his face was a meme. He's trying to not cry because he heard it. And it wasn't good. Go ahead.
God. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
At this point here, brother, I'm sure Will would have preferred buried one of his kids. He would have preferred get told he had cancer. He'd have preferred any other tragedy. And okay, this might be something strange to other people or sisters, but brothers understand this shit. You'll deal with anything. But brother, you come home and get her with somebody else, that's a whole other type of pain. And it could cause serious problems. Keep going.
Okay. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
And this is why they find each other. The Bible says a wicked woman is made for a wicked man, and vice versa. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. In Proverbs, it says, she taketh the sinner, but the righteous will be delivered from her. Get the point? She done took Will out, and Will can't recover. I don't think that with all his money, I don't think there's a broad in the earth who will really take him on. And, you know, she won't respect it. Same thing with that Michael B. Jordan. That whore he got with her took him to the cleaner's out in the spirit. Like, how you going to go after a woman that had sex with P. Diddy and his son? In whatever order you want. Because in that house, it's whatever. You understand? Keep going. Let me see where we at.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yep.
As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the age. So is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
Right? Like an old man climbing up a sandy hill, like a beach. You know, when you get older, a man's power and will is gone. So to climb up that sandy way it's hard to move in sand anyhow. To climb up that thing is difficult. So is a woman with much words for a quiet man. Hearing that shit out, that's why he couldn't say nothing back. He just had to sit there and take that shit. Go ahead.
There's a question on the previous verse. 90s best era says, what does the changes her face mean in that verse? Does it mean she's bipolar?
It could mean that. It could mean if you're not full of lust, you will see that what you think is beauty is a slut. Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Jada Pinkett. What you think is beauty is not beauty. That is not beauty. That's a whore's seduction. Go ahead.
I made two different instances.
Hold on. And this too. She doesn't look feminine. She looks aggressive. She looks like a bad bitch, a boss bitch. Beyonce had an alter ego called what? Sasha Fierce. You get the point? Why you want a broad who fierce? For what? To do what? Who she fierce for? And the fierceness looks like any transgender who dresses up. Look at any bad bitch Look at the one from Orange is the New Black. There's a picture with her standing next to Beyonce. You think it's her sister. And that's a man she's standing next to. If when you get dressed up, a man can look like you failed. You failed the assignment. Something's wrong. You get the point? I need to stop, man. I need to stop, brother. Go ahead, Shabbat, quickly.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Even in the world, I had a song where I wrote where I said a woman only looks as good as what comes out of her mouth. And I remember telling the sister before, you know what I'm saying, being smart makes you look better.
It definitely does, brother. It definitely does. That's what makes her beautiful, brother. Just like what came out of her mouth made her ugly. Even though her face still looked the same from Set It Off or whatever, everybody loved Jada Pinkett. What she says, oh, this is a ugly whore. She's a nasty thing. You get the point? What your standard of beauty is has to change. I think this is about the one he answered it. What he said?
It says, what I meant, can I get 2 wives at the same time, or does it have to be separate time?
Oh, okay. I'm assuming this is what you mean, just to be sure. You mean that can you marry 2 women in the same period of time? Like, meaning you don't have to get one now and wait a year to get another one? I'm assuming that's what he means. And brother, if 10 of them want to marry you in one day, and you strong enough, and you have the dowry, and you could get 10 consents from her camp leader or the general, Lord be with you, Ak. Go strong, go long, and don't go wrong. You get the point? You understand? If that's what you mean. You get the point? If that's what you mean. Now, I wouldn't advise it, brother. I wouldn't advise it. They're very complicated creatures. They might plot on you. They might plot on you. You might end up in a trunk. Yeah, I mean, left at the Blue Lagoon. But that's on you. But yeah, no, you don't. That's not. It's like you don't have to wait to have children. You know what I mean? You could have children as much as you want. You just have to have wisdom to deal with it all. But you don't have to wait. It's not that you can't be with each other at the same time. Once that's clear, right? Let me get the last few. Let's go.
Oh, Carson. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure.
Say that again.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure.
That's what the Bible says. Don't stumble at her beauty. Don't let that be the thing you get lost in. You know why? Who knows why you shouldn't stumble at her beauty?
Fades.
Well, just like your strength will fade, physical strength, I mean, because that's what she's looking at you for. She's looking at your shoulders, your biceps, your vein in your neck. See how big that is to compare it to something that makes sense in her mind. I don't know, but that will fade too. Okay, you're not looking at her beauty because this is the 12 tribes of Israel. There is a lot. There's a whole ton of badass broads. You're going to be like, oh, she pretty. And one walk past. Oh, shit. And the next one walk past. If that's what you're into, you could never zero in. There's something that separates one from the other. That's what the Bible says. Yet one daughter is better than another. They're all going to be bad. You get the point? So you can't stumble at her beauty. You could stumble at her character, her reputation. You get the point? What she does, what she says out her mouth. You could stumble at that. But if you stumble at her beauty, you'll be Donald Trump. I'm sure he never heard Melania talk until, when she said, I'm pregnant. That's probably the first time he heard her talk. He's like, shit, you can talk English? Jeffrey, I thought she said she couldn't talk English. You get the point? You'll end up with a woman who you could go on the internet now and see her whole vagina. You could go see everything. John Muhammad said he looked it in the eye. You get the point? You can't stumble at her beauty and desire her not for pleasure. What does that mean? Desire her not for pleasure. What does that mean? Your brother's supposed to be getting me answers, or else I'm going to be looking at you all funny. Go ahead. Shabbat, you had your hand up or you put it down?
No, I mean,
Go ahead. Who are the Izan? Come on, quickly.
Not just desire her not for pleasure. don't just desire for sex.
That's it. You can't look at her as just like, oh, I'm gonna just have sex with her. I'm gonna just tear her up. I just, the sex is gonna be over. What are you gonna do after? What are you gonna do after you done had her for a few times? What are you gonna do then? You can't just desire her for pleasure. It's a strategic move. It's like a business and you're expanding the business. How, I'm going to put investment. How long before I recoup my investment? Could this investment make me profitable beyond that time? If you're not thinking like that, brother, you shouldn't even, bother with it. Shouldn't even bother with it. Don't desire her just for pleasure. All right, let's skip. This whole chapter is really good. Give me, was the other one 26 and 15, 14? Let's start at 9. Now start at 8, quickly. Who have it? Somebody else can grab it if you need to. Quickly. 26 and 8.
Come on, sir. Verse chapter 26, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
A drunken woman and a gatter abroad causeth great anger.
Yeah, I mean, a drunken woman and a gatter abroad. A gatter abroad is a woman who what? She like to just hop on a plane. What she say? I catch flights, I don't catch feelings. Yeah, I know you're a slut. I know it. I know your STD screen is not good. I already know that. Things that come out your mouth let me know exactly what I need to know about you. You understand? A woman that is a drunkard and gatter abroad causeth great anger. Go ahead.
And she will not cover her own shame.
Like she said, if I just had to play the adulterous wife to help him out, well, shit. I'll just have sex with whoever. I just play that for him. I just did that for Will. She wouldn't even cover her own shame. She's supposed to deactivate her Instagram and never be seen again. She had to go out with a hoodie and then big old Mary J. Blige glasses and just never be seen on the earth again because she's ashamed of herself, but she doesn't want to cover her shame. Keep going.
The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
Which is, again, the changing of the face, the whole face look, the bad bitch, the body. I could look at you and I could tell you're full of whore. You're full of sex. You're full of, that's all you can do. I think about this too. Okay. For these sisters in the world, or these women in the world, if they didn't have a vagina, a man will never be with them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, understand what I'm saying carefully. Why is that basketball player with Megan Thee Stallion? Is she an excellent cook? Is she a strategic businesswoman? He's with her for her body act. And he himself, I think he a little gay. I'm telling you straight. It's going to come out later. But that nigga shooting more than a basketballer. I'm telling you straight up. Like, these bros, you gotta ask yourself, if it wasn't for sex, this nigga would not even look at me. And that's a sad situation to be in. That's a very, very horrible place to be in because that's all you're worth. You really have nothing to offer else. Why did Will even marry her? She's not an outstanding actor. She showed her titties in Jason's lyric arc. And that's where everybody know her from. The little curly hair bro that got naked. That's where everybody knew her from. Her. This broad is not. What's Denzel Washington's wife's name? Anybody know? You don't know it. Do you know what she does? You don't know what she does. You just know she been with him and she ain't never talk about how long or how happy another nigga make her feel. That's the type of woman you want. Let's just keep reading. Go, Arrow, spare me with the time, all right?
So I gotta go to.
Go ahead, roll out. All right, priest. Keep going.
Oh God. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
And that's a good precept for you, Isaiah. You get the point? Because he was asking about the kids. This is, of course, for daughters. But with a son too, you're gonna put some restraints on him. But teaching him restraint comes with teaching him when to exercise power. Right? But you have a daughter and she be shameless. You have to keep her in straightly. You have to give her very little room. Go ahead. No, skip me down to 14.
Verse 14.
No, hold on. Give me verse 12. Salakia.
Verse 12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her.
Yikes.
By every hedge will she sit down, and open her quiver against every arrow.
No, I don't know about you. I understand that perfectly. She'll drink every water that's there. Meaning she'll put her mouth everywhere. And she'll open her quiver for every arrow. He's just a friend. When I just had an entanglement with August, just landing arrows. And whoever else was there before. Do you want that? Or do you want her quiver to only open for you? That's it. She take pride in that shit. She ain't responding to nobody. She's pleasant. Oh, thank you, brother. I'm probably, I'm already married, but I'm sure you'll find a more beautiful woman than I am. You deserve it. She know how to shut down approach and make the brother feel like, yeah, damn, yeah, she really ain't that bad. I could find better because she's married. But this broad here, she just open. Look at her. She's open, brother. She's yes. Keep going now. Give me on 14. Quickly.
Sir. Verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift.
No, slack it. Give me 13.
Sir. Verse 13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones.
The grace of brothers come in here and everybody talk about, man, you put on so much weight. Yeah, I had some good women. I ain't that a hungry old drug addict from any world, brother. I got some bros who cook and open the quiver. And I don't have to worry about it. You get the point? And that would make, and this is the other thing. It gives you less stress. That stress will eat away at you. You could rest good now. That food get to nourish you. You start looking healthier. You get the point? You start getting stronger. But Will looks wasted away. That picture at the end of this shit, he looks horrible. Keep going.
God. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
Is what?
Is a gift of the Lord.
Is what?
Is a gift of the Lord.
You can't go get her yourself. The Lord has to give her to you. And understanding that will change your whole perspective of it. It'll change your whole perspective of the whole pursuit, everything. It has to be the Lord is giving you this broad, because they don't make them like that. You understand? Keep going.
And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
That's what real beauty is, Zach. There's nothing so much worth than a mind well instructed. You get the point? Now, if it say a wicked woman is a wicked man's portion, what does a well instructed mind mean about you as a brother? If this sister is silent and loving and she has a well instructed mind, what does this mean about you as a brother?
You're also under obedience and order and decency.
Give him a hand. Give him a hand. I got that counsel very young, brother. And General always told me, brother, you see this happening in the household. She's bucking against him. Sometimes it's just her. Other times it's the Lord putting the mirror in front of the brother, because he's bucking against somebody who has authority over him. You giving somebody hell, don't be surprised to go in that house, she's turning it upside down for you. Don't be surprised about it. The Lord is just, and he has a balance. Now, there is times now this broad is just something wrong with her, and it comes with examination. Sometimes you examine the whole picture. The examine, just like brothers who excel at their slavery and sisters, when you hear their co-workers talk about them, is often the same as your reputation in here. If you having issues there, oftentimes you having issues in here too, because you are you. You can't change who you are. You get the point? Wherever you go is where you are. You excellent at your work for the Lord, brother. You're gonna be excellent at some slave because you valuable. You are a mind well instructed. They tell this person, reach here at this time, open the store and sell these 10 boxes. You doing it. Somebody else isn't. You understand? And let me stop right there because I'll go on. Right? This whole verse here, if you run it all the way down, that's your standard of beauty. That's what you should look for. And never ever give some slut passage out. Don't give her passage. Don't give her a way to pass. Don't give her no kind of props. Nothing. This is a dirty dog right here, and every broad like her. And I have to say it like that because young men will get trapped by somebody like this. With that, pass the class over to Precinct Officer Shapata.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We at I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. Rules for new brothers and sisters. The new brother or sister comes into the school, they are all famous for 6 months. They are to be saluted. They are to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You'll find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ishu. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, get it to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation. Feast of First Fruits starts after the Sabbath, a Feast of Unleavened Bread, sundown. Sunday, April the 12th, 2026, count 50 days. Celebrate the 50th day. Sunday, May the 31st, 2026, start before sundown. You can find this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 10 through 22. Salak, so you want to add anything else?
I'm good to go.
Okay, sir. Remind Occupant Aquatin to check on social media, such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on, for I.S.U.P.K events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you should start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black headband, and scarf. And with that, I say I like it, which means to stand. Courtesy salute to the teacher. Mom Shabbat.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Brakathum.
Y'all give him a top. Saw, which means to turn. This is you may stand. We'll give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Mom Shabbat.
Shema Shem Yahweh Shai.
Y'all give him a top. Class dismissed.